Hey guys, welcome to Fanfic Fanatics. So in today's video we are gonna see, what if Izuku reincarnated as the Monkey King? Before starting, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you are interested in MHA fanfictions. This story is Izuku Midoriya-The Reincarnation of the Monkey King by HayateAnaguma. Now without wasting any more time, let's dive in. No one Pav. A 10-year-old boy is laying on the ground, bruised, bleeding, with stab wounds, electricity wounds, fall wounds, fire wounds, frost wounds, acid wounds, kick wounds. The boy was none other than Izuku Yagi. Ever since he was 4, his life turned into an endless nightmare. For one thing, he was quirkless. Everyone turned their back on him, 1A or quirkest here. Parents, sibling, any relatives, only one was there for him, and it was Uncle Nezu. He was giving Izuku new clothes, warm meals, and buy him toys. Now Izuku is laying on the ground, on an alley after his bullies leave with a smile on their faces. A man is walking through the street after he finished working. The man had emerald eyes, green curly hair, and 4 freckles in the forms of diamonds. Then man was none other than Hisashi Midoriya. Then Hisashi caught with his eye a trace of blood. Hisashi followed and he saw Izuku body. Hisashi immediately recognized Izuku because of he looked like him and he remembered Inko. Hisashi rushed with Izuku at the hospital, where he cleared that Izuku was truly his son after a DNA test. After a few hours, Izuku woke up in a hospital. Izuku, where am I? Then Izuku heard a voice next to him. Hisashi, you're in the hospital, son. Izuku turned and he saw a man that looks like him. Izuku, who are you? And why do you call me son? Hisashi, I believe you deserve to know the truth. My name is Hisashi Midoriya and you're my son, Izuku. Inko cheated on me while pregnant with you, and when I find out about that 2 years later after you were born, Inko and Toshinori didn't let me take you. Hearing this, Izuku's eyes filled with tears and his face was full of anger. Izuku, crying why? Hisashi quickly hugged Izuku and Izuku began to calm down. Hisashi, better? Izuku, yeah. Then a nurse entered inside. Nurse, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but Izuku is free to go home. Hisashi, thank you. And Izuku and Hisashi goes home. Hisashi home. There Izuku told Hisashi about everything. Anger was a breeze compared to what Hisashi feel. Hisashi, those fucking bastards. Hisashi managed to calm down. Hisashi, Izuku, no one was there for you? Izuku, only Uncle Nezu, Feeder, B and Chun-Li. Hisashi, Chun-Li, the martial arts champion? Izuku, yes. She saw me one time on the ground and she patched me up. Then she teach me how to fight. Hisashi, why didn't you try to fight back? Izuku, if I tried, then I'll be punished for no reason, and I don't want to cause Chun-Li problems. Hisashi, okay. Now I'm going to call Nezu to come here and told everything. After a while Nezu is sitting on the sofa with Hisashi and Izuku next to him. Nezu anger immediately rise up, but he managed to stay in control. Nezu, don't worry, nephew. I'm gonna make sure that they won't escape unpunished. Hisashi, thank you, Nezu. Nezu, anything for my favorite student and chess partner. Tomorrow is your birthday and I already got you a present, here. Nezu handed Izuku his gift, a book of Chinese culture. Izuku, thank you for the gift, uncle. But uncle, I know that you want me to become a hero, but that dream is dead. Nezu, happy birthday, nephew. And tomorrow I'm going to punish them. And I'm sorry that your dream is dead. But whatever you choose, I'll be by your side. And Nezu leave. Night time. Izuku is sleeping in his new bed that was more comfortable than the basement floor. Then Izuku saw someone in his dream. Izuku, who are you? Sun Wukong. I'm you, young man. My name is Sun Wukong. Izuku, the great sage who harness power equal to heaven. Sun Wukong, I see you heard about me, good to know. Izuku, but why do you say you're me? Sun Wukong, because you, young man. You're my descendant. You're my reincarnation. Tomorrow you have to start the journey of 4,000 years. Izuku, 4,000 years. Sun Wukong, here will be only 4 years, but where you'll start the journey in China will be 4,000 years. Don't worry, you won't get old. You're already immortal. Your journey to be the immortal Monkey King start tomorrow. Daytime. Izuku woke up in his bed. Izuku. What a weird dream. Izuku goes to the bathroom to wash his face, but when he was about to start the water, he saw that his hand is covered in fur. Izuku then looked in the mirror and he saw that his freckles are gone, his eyes are now golden and his hair is now light brown. Izuku. It wasn't a dream. Sun Wukong. Asterisk, of course it wasn't. Izuku. Sun Wukong. Sun Wukong. That's right. I'll be your guide until you master the power you have now. Asterisk. Izuku goes downstairs. Izuku. Dad, please don't freak out, but I look differently. Hisashi. Son, I'll love you no matter what. Izuku. Okay, Dad. Izuku goes to his father and Hisashi saw him covered in fur and has a monkey tail. Hisashi. What happened to you, son? Izuku. Well, Dad. I'm the reincarnation of the Monkey King. Hisashi. You mean Sun Wukong? Izuku. Yes, but now I have to leave. Hisashi. Leave? What do you mean leave? Izuku. Dad, I need to go to China to master my power. Hisashi. Then I'm coming with you. Izuku. Thanks, Dad. Sun Wukong, is there a problem if Dad is coming with us? Hisashi. Who are you talking to? Izuku. Dad, I talk mentally with Sun Wukong. One. Hisashi. Oh. Sun Wukong. Yes, he can. Here, this is for you and your father. Asterisk. In front of Izuku appeared a staff, some peaches and some pills. Sun Wukong. This is your weapon. Rui Jingu Bang. And the immortal peaches with pills of immortality are for your dad. Once he consumed them, he'll become immortal. Izuku. Thanks. Izuku explained to his father about the peaches and the pills. Hisashi eat them and became immortal too. Then they pack their things and go to the airport and to go to China so that Izuku journey can start. Izuku and Hisashi explained to Nezu about Izuku power and he was highly impressed. Nezu. I wish you luck on your journey, Monkey King. Meanwhile at the Yagi residence, the Yagi, Izumi and her friends, 1A, together with the parents are celebrating Izumi's birthday. Izumi got lots of presents. Nezu pretended to be happy, but inside his anger was boiling. Then Nezu rise up from the sofa and asked Izumi. Nezu. Izumi, do you remember what you did yesterday? Izumi. Yes. I was at school, then I hang out with my friends and then I come home. Nezu. Then explain this. Nezu showed them his phone and started the camera footage from the alley. Izumi and her paled when they saw the footage. Nezu. Explain, now. 6. Nezu tones scared everyone. Nezu. I know about everything. About the abuse, neglect and torment of Izuku Midoriya. Aizawa. Midoriya. Nezu. His name is Izuku Midoriya, son of Hisashi Midoriya. Inko. How? Nezu. Who do you think saved him yesterday? And now all of you will be punished. All. What? Nezu. Do you think that you won't support the consequences? Toshinori. Nezu. Why are you doing this? Nezu. Because I was the only one who treated Izuku like a human being. Look at 1A, you're blacklisted from every hero school. 1A. You can't do that. Nezu. Oh, I can. Katsuki. Why we are punished because of Deku. He's just a useless piece of. 4. Before he could finish, Nezu glared at him with a strong and terrified aura. Nezu. Izuku is not useless. And pray that when he's coming back from his journey to not get his revenge on you. Mitsuki. What do you mean by that? Nezu. Izuku unlocked his potential from his previous life. And I'll give you a hint. He's equal to heaven. The ones who know that phrase wide their eyes. Mirai. Are you telling me that? Aizawa. He's Sun Wukong reincarnation? 1. Toshinori begin to shake from fear. Katsuki. What's so special about that? 4. Shoto. Just because he's a reincarnation of someone doesn't mean he's powerful. Toshinori. Young Bakugo, young Todoroki. Sun Wukong is the immortal Monkey King. His power is equal to heaven. If Izuku is his reincarnation, he can do anything. Sun Wukong power is greater than any quirks in existence. Both were fuming with anger because Deku, who they thought is weak and useless, now he's more powerful than ever. All of 1A were angry that they're punished because of Izuku, but also they were scared that some of them know about Sun Wukong. Nezu. You're all blacklist from every hero school except for Ua. I'm doing this because Izuku told me. And when you'll be at my school, you'll pray that you didn't dream to be a hero. Look at the adults now to you. The ones with normal jobs were being fired. Natsuo, Fuyumi and Tuya leave to live on their own, but they send Izuku gifts and clothes. But Inko and Toshinori give them to Izumi. 3. The heroes' ones will be cut their paycheck of 90%, including Recovery Girl and Gran Torino. Nezu. Asterisk look at Toshinori if you weren't the #1 hero, I'll personally destroy you. And everything you did to Izuku will be sent to the public. Toshinori. Nezu, please don't do this. I know that what we did was wrong, but we can fix this. If I give Izuku OFA. Nezu. Do you really think that will work? Don't forget, he's the Monkey King. OFA is not even 1% of his power. Goodbye. 4 and Nezu leave 1A were angry that they got punished because of Deku. 2 with Izuku, both him and Hisashi are in the plane to China. For Izuku luck, unlocking the power of Sun Wukong is also coming with Chinese language. His story of becoming the great sage equal to heaven has begun. End next time. 4 years later after Sludge Incident. Then, UA first day. No one pav. 4 years passed since Izuku and Hisashi leave Japan. For everyone there were only 4 years, but for Izuku and Hisashi were 4,000 years at the Temple of Light. A year at that temple is equivalent to 1,000 years. Neither Izuku or Hisashi getting old because they immortal. Now Izuku and Hisashi are meditating, then they open their eyes. Izuku. Dad, today is the last day here. Tomorrow we have to return. Hisashi. I know, son. But don't forget. Izuku. I know, Dad. To never underestimate your opponent no matter who are they. They exit outside and they saw Buddha 6 Buddha. Come my friends. This is your last day here. Come and chill with me. 1. Izuku. Coming. Izuku and Hisashi goes to chill with Buddha. Meanwhile in Japan 1A were severed, punished by Nezu. Their recommendation were eradicated since Nezu find out about what they did. They'll barely be able to get to Ua, but they'll be highly supervised. They think that they didn't deserve that and they blame it everything on Izuku. 1A. Once I had my hands on you, Deku. You'll pay for everything. 7. As for the adults, the ones who had normal jobs, they were fired by Nezu. Gran Torino and Recovery Girl punishment weren't affected them. The ones who were heroes, they had their paycheck cut by 90% and the money goes to quirkless community. Toshinori. Please Nezu. Tell us where is Izuku so we can make it up to him. Nezu. I told you many times. Izuku is Hisashi's son, not yours. And I told you, pray that he won't unleash vengeance on you. Inko. Izuku won't take vengeance on us, I'm his mother. 4 Nezu. You're only the woman who gave him birth, and Toshinori, don't think that you have a chance to fight Izuku. I know that you wanted to fight him and by miracle if you win, Izuku will return to you. Don't forget he's Sun Wukong reincarnation. Izuku can hold Mountain Somuru, the mountain who hold the celestial sky. OFA is no match for Izuku now. 8 and both Toshinori and Inko leave in defeat the next day. Izuku and Hisashi are back in Japan. They didn't have to take the plane since now they can travel on clouds. Izuku is now having some immortal peaches and will plant the seeds at his new home. 1 Izuku is planning to give the peaches to the ones who were nice to him. Now Izuku is walking through Japan. He's wearing normal clothes. And a pair of pants that has a hole in the back. Izuku first goes to reunite with Feeder. Izuku arrived at her house. Izuku knock on the door. Feeder. Who's there? Izuku. It's me, Feeder. Izuku. I've returned from my journey. Hearing his voice, Feeder quickly goes and opened the door, only to saw a monkey boy with golden eyes. Feeder. Who are you? Izuku. Ouch. I can't believe you're not recognized me, Feeder. It's me, Izuku. Feeder. No you're not. Izuku. Yes, I am. Feeder. Prove it. Izuku. Okay. You're Feeder. Your power is Flame of the Phoenix. When we were little I called you cute and you blushed so hard that you erupted in flames. Feeder. Blushing, I told you to not tell that again, Izuku. Wait, Izuku. Feeder jumped and hugged Izuku tight. Feeder, you're back. Izuku. I'm sorry. But now I've returned. Feeder let go of Izuku and looked closer at him. She saw that his hair is brown, he's covered for almost his entire body in fur, he has a monkey tail and golden eyes. Feeder. What happened to you? Izuku. Oh, allow me to present myself. Izuku snapped his fingers and his Monkey King outfit appeared. Izuku. I'm the immortal Monkey King, Sun Wukong. Feeder. The great sage equal to heaven. Izuku. Yup. I'm Sun Wukong Reincarnation. Now I know that you want to hang out. Why not go to a walk? Feeder. Really? Let me change and I'll come. Izuku. Okay. Feeder goes to change. Feeder thought, Izuku is back. I can finally express my feelings for my love. Feeder jumped up and down from joy. Meanwhile, two females that barely interact with each other felt a pain in their chest. One was in her 25 and she's now teaching martial arts to her students. She wear white boots, a blue Chinese dress and spike bracelets. Her name is Chun-Li. The other one has tan skin, silver hair and she's in her 14. Her name is B3. They were far away from each other, but they felt the same pain in their chest. Chun-Li thought, why am I feeling like this? Back to Izuku. Izuku was meditating while waiting for Feeder. After a few minutes, Feeder came. Feeder. I'm ready. Izuku. Are you going to wear that? Feeder. I like to wear flashy outfits. 1. Izuku. Yeah, but that outfit attract unwanted attention. Feeder. Why? Izuku. Well, 1. Your cleavage can be seen. 2. Your legs are exposed. Feeder. Oh, don't worry about it. Little do you know that I wear this outfit for you. Izuku. Izuku and Feeder are walking around town. Izuku. Oh, here. Izuku hand Feeder an immortal peach and a pill. Feeder. What's this for? Izuku. Well, you know that being the reincarnation of Sun Wukong also give me immortality. That is an immortal peach and that is a pill of immortality. I want to spend my eternity with the ones I care. 1. Feeder. Really? Thank you. Now I have all the time in the world to be with you. Feeder eat the peach and took the pill, making her immortal as well. Feeder. Izuku, now that you have returned, I can finally do it. Izuku. Do what? Feeder grabbed Izuku by the face and kissed him on the lips. Izuku was shocked at this, but kissed back because he also had feelings for Feeder and other girls. Izuku. That was wow. And yes, I'll be with you. Feeder. I'll also be with you. Now hold my hand. Izuku. Okay. Meanwhile in heaven, Buddha. I'm so proud of you, Monkey King. 3. Back to Earth. Izuku and Feeder are holding hands while walking around the city. Many people saw them. Random man. Looks like the monkey boy scored 1. 3. Random woman. Ah, they're so cute together. Izuku and Feeder buyed some food to eat on the walk. Then Izuku felt something. Izuku. Feeder, duck. Feeder. Huh. Izuku and Feeder ducked and dodged a kick from behind. Izuku then caught the leg of the attacker and threw it away. The attacker landed on feet. Izuku. I didn't even came back in for a day in Japan and you already attack me. B. I wanted to make sure you're ready. I sensed your fighting spirit and I recognized that fighting spirit anywhere. Izuku. Well, I'm flattered. Then Feeder and B saw each other. Feeder, B. You. They glare at each other. Izuku. Did something happen while I was away? Feeder. Nothing. Just fighters' rivalry. You better stay away from Izuku. He's mine. B. Yeah, I won't let her stealing Izuku from me. Izuku. Anyway, Feeder, should we continue our walk? Feeder. Coming. Can we take some sweets? Izuku. Sure. Feeder. Don't forget, you have to treat your girlfriend right. B. What? Feeder. That's right, I'm Izuku girlfriend. Tongue out. B. Grr. Feeder. Don't be mad that I was faster than you. B. Oh yeah. B goes to Izuku. She grabbed Izuku by the scarf, he's still in his Monkey King outfit, and kiss him on the lips, shocking Izuku and infuriating Feeder. After B and Izuku separated, Feeder dragged her away. Feeder. What the hell? B. You're not the only one who has feelings for Izuku. Feeder. Why you? Both Feeder and B were about to engage in battle, but Izuku got between them. Izuku. Girls, can you not fighting? Feeder. B. Fine. Both glare at each other. Izuku. Since you came B. I have something for you. B. What is it? Izuku. Here. Gives her a immortal peach and a pill, a immortal peach and a pill of immortality. B. Does that mean? Izuku. You'll be immortal like me. I forgot to tell you, but I'm the reincarnation of Sun Wukong and I'm immortal. B. Thank you so much. B eat the peach and took the pill, making her immortal as well. Then they resumed their walk. Feeder hugged Izuku right arm. B didn't like it and hugged Izuku left arm. Izuku didn't know how this happened. Then they arrived at a park and they saw how Chun-Li trained her students. Feeder. Look, it's Chun-Li. B. I see her. She's a master of martial arts. Izuku saw Chun-Li again after 4 years. Izuku. Sensei. Feeder. B. Sensei. Feeder. Izuku, you know Chun-Li. Izuku. When I was 6 years old, I got lost and Sensei found me. She guided me back home, and after that she teach me martial arts before I leave on my journey. Then Izuku heard the voices he wishes to never hear again. Izumi. Look, it's Chun-Li. Katsuki. Once I became #1 hero, she'll be begging to be my sensei. Shoto. In your dreams. I'm gonna be #1. Izumi. Keep dreaming both of you. I'm gonna be #1. Izuku thought they haven't changed a bit. Izuku then got an idea. He jumped towards Chun-Li and deliver a kick. But Chun-Li caught it and throw Izuku away. Izuku land on his feet. Izuku. Nice to see you're still in shape, sensei. Izuku took a renewal taekwondo fighting pose. Chun-Li. Renewal taekwondo. Interesting. Chun-Li also took her signature fighting pose. They charge at each other. Izuku tried a right punch, but Chun-Li blocked. Chun-Li tried a kick, but Izuku also blocked it with a kick as well. They each block or dodge each other attacks. A crowd formed between them. Many were amazed that Izuku was putting a good match against Chun-Li. Izumi. Who's that monkey boy? Mashiaro. I don't know, but he's very skilled in martial arts. Especially in renewal taekwondo. Feeder and B giggle at this. Back to the fight. Neither Izuku or Chun-Li landed a strike to each other, but for Izuku, he was holding back. Chun-Li. You're good. But you've been holding back. Who are you? Izuku. Ouch, sensei. I know it's been 4 years, but how could you forget your student? Smile. Seeing his signature smile, Chun-Li immediately remember. Chun-Li. Then smile. You're not who I think he is. Izuku. Yes, sensei. It's me, Izuku. I have returned. 1A, thought Deku. Chun-Li run and hugged Izuku, shocking everyone and pissing 1A. Then Izuku hugged back and began to spin her, shocking everyone even more. Chun-Li. I can't believe it's you. Where have you been? Izuku. I was on a journey to control my power. 1A, thought power. Chun-Li. Power. Izuku. Yes, I harness power equal to heaven. I'm the Monkey King. Chun-Li. Look at you. You were once my student and now you're the Monkey King. But how did you manage to avoid my attacks? Izuku. Well, I was your student. And I can read your movements. Chun-Li. But you won't read this. Izuku. Huh. Chun-Li grabbed Izuku by the scarf and kissed him on the lips, shocking Izuku and again everyone and pissing Minoru, who started to cry blood tears of jealousy. Minoru thought, how did that quirkless bastard got a hot girlfriend like Chun-Li? 10. Both Feeder and B release a murderous aura. They go to Izuku and Chun-Li. Feeder. You can't kiss Izuku just like that. Chun-Li. And why not? I love him. Feeder. Because I'm his girlfriend. I just confessed my love for Izuku already. All three glare at each other. Izuku. Girls, can you not fight here? Please. All three. Fine. And Izuku and all three goes to discuss somewhere else, while 1A followed them. Izuku is leaning on a wall while the three girls are discussing. Izuku. There's no use hiding. I know you're there. 1A comes from their hiding spots. Izuku. Good to see you after 4 years. How's life? Katsuki. Don't you dare to pretend that you don't know, Deku. Izumi. Because of you, we were punished. Izuku. Well, karma was collecting the debts. Katsuki charged at Izuku. Katsuki. Sheen. But Izuku wasn't fazed. He jumped above Katsuki and hit him on back of his head, making Katsuki to fall with the face on the ground. Izuku. Can you not do anything that you're going to regret it? Then Izuku ducked a kick. Izuku. Nope. Try harder. Izuku then caught a tongue. Izuku. Suyu, I know that you like me. I'm flattered, but a monkey and a frog won't work. 3. Izuku let go of Suyu tongue. The tongue wrapped around her neck and hit her in the face. 1. Izuku. Nice scarf by the way. Izuku then dodge a bow staff. Izuku. You know that's illegal quirk use and illegal weapon creation, Momo. Momo. Shut up and let me hit you. Izuku. I'm gonna be honest with you. You're an idiot. Momo charged again and tried to hit Izuku, but Izuku just dodged it and he was reading a book. 5. Izuku. By the way, do you know that over 70% of your family fortune is illegal? Momo. What, Izuku? Most of the fortune is made from drugs dealing, traffic of organs and the list goes on. Momo. You're lying. Izuku. I'm not. On my journey I meet a lot of people who want to kill your father or fuck your mother. Besides, did your parents know that they cheat each other? All. What, Izuku? Her father is paying over $2,000 on mouth to fuck many bitches at a strip club from the west side of the town and her mother is making money, but to another strip club from the south side of the town. Momo. You're lying. Izuku. Am I, Shoto? Her parents are honest and caring. They'll never. Minoru. Oh my god. He's right. All of 1A turned to Minoru who's at his phone. 6. They watched a video where Momo mother is sucking dick after dick. Katsuki. She's having much experience with her job. Denki. Oh my god. How she's took them. Your mother is a bitch. Kyoka. Don't say that. Denki. But is true. Momo. Izuku. Truth hurt, doesn't. Now cry me a river. 1. Momo leaving in tears. Everyone looked at Momo who leave in tears. Shoto. I'll kill you, Deku. They turned and they didn't see Izuku anymore. Apparently Izuku leave because Feeder, B and Chun-Li finished talking while 1A look at the video. With Izuku. Izuku. So, what did you talk about? Feeder. We came to the conclusion that B. All 3 of us have feelings for you. Chun-Li. And we decided to share you. Feeder. On the condition that I'm the alpha. Izuku. If you're okay with that then I'll try to make all 3 of you happy. All 3 were happy and they took turns to kiss Izuku. After they kissed, Izuku. Sensei. Chun-Li. Call me Chun-Li. Izuku. Okay, Chun-Li. Here. Izuku gave her an immortal peach and a pill of immortality. Chun-Li. What are those? Izuku. Since I'm the immortal monkey king, I figured it out that I want the ones who were there for me to also be immortal. Chun-Li was happy about this. She eat the peach and took the pill, making her immortal as well. After that Izuku goes home where he sleep. End. Next time. Sludge incident. After. UA first day. Then. Battle training. No one pav. Izuku and Hisashi are now on their new house, eating breakfast. Then Hisashi caught a call from Nezu to come to Ua. Hisashi. Son, Nezu want us to come to Ua. Izuku. I think it's about what happened yesterday. And I'm sure that Izumi and her friends changed the story so that I attack them without reason. Hisashi. Well, let's go and see. Izuku and Hisashi goes to Ua on clouds. Meanwhile at Ua, Nezu. So, are you telling me that Izuku came back and attacked you? 1A. Yes, Night Eye. Why that brat attacked them? Because they attacked first. Earlier, Izuku and Hisashi arrived at Ua and walked to Nezu's office, but before they enter Izuku heard the voices that he hated. Izuku and Hisashi enter inside and Izuku said, Izuku. Because they attacked first. Present. All of them looked at Hisashi and Izuku, but they didn't recognize Izuku because he's looking like another person. Hisashi. Good to see you again, Nezu. Nezu. Likewise. And good to see you again, nephew. Izuku. Likewise, uncle. Inko. Who are you? Izuku. I was expecting that the women who give me birth wouldn't recognize me. Nezu. Inko Yagi, he's Izuku Midoriya. Midnight. You can't be serious. Mike. That's right, he can't be Izuku. Izuku. And what do you know about me? Midnight Mike. Huh. Izuku. You know nothing about me. The only one who is my family here is Uncle Nezu. And to prove it, I'm Izuku. Uncle, our chess matches are now 16-17 for you. And we had many ties. Our last tie was when you took my queen, a bishop and a horse. And I took all of your pawns, a bishop and a castle. 1. Nezu. I remember perfectly that tie. You're definitely Izuku. Inko rushed to hug Izuku, but Izuku jumped out of the way, making Inko to hit the wall with her face. Inko. Ow, sweetie, why did you dodge my hug? Izuku. Don't think that I forgot what you did to me. Eraserhead. Problem child. Izuku. You're the worst, sleep deprived. I look up to you because you fight quirkless. But when I was diagnosed as quirkless, you ignored me all of the time. And when I asked you to train me, you said you're busy, but you trained Izumi when she asked you. 2. Eraserhead looked down from guilt. Izuku. None of you were there for me when I was little. The only one I can call family is Uncle Nezu. Nezu. Thank you, nephew. Now, they say that yesterday you attacked them without reason. Izuku. Of course Izumi lied to her parents and they believe their golden child. They thought that Izumi and her friends are saints, but in reality are nothing but piece of shit. Mitsuki goes to Izuku and glare at him. Mitsuki. Don't you dare to call my kids like that. 1. Izuku. Listen here, Mitsuki Bakugo. Everyone was shocked that he called her by the full name and not auntie. Izuku. I'm not your spineless husband or your idiot's brats, so get away from me or I'll wipe the floor with you. 1. Everyone was shocked about what Izuku said, and from his tone, he won't hesitate to do it. 6. Mitsuki, back away. Izuku. Like I said, they changed the story so they won't get in troubles. I attacked Katsuki. Yes, but he attacked first. I only used self-defense. And besides, they used their quirks without a license. Doesn't it that illegal? Toshinori. You're lying. Izumi will never do this. Hisashi. Don't you dare call my son a liar. Izuku. Dad, don't try it. He's an idiot. He won't believe the truth even if it will bite him in the ass. But what they didn't know is that yesterday when they attacked me, they didn't saw the cameras. 1A lost their colors. Izuku. Uncle, please check the cameras from. Nezu checked the cameras from the area Izuku told and everyone saw the footage. Izuku. Not so tough now, huh? Nezu. Asterisk look at 1A, you have some nerve to lie to me. You'll be severed punished. Toshinori. Nezu, please. Nezu. Don't even think about saving them. Katsuki. Why did we get punished because of Deku? He's just a waste of time and space. 6. Izuku. Quirkless, yes. But I'm more powerful than you and everyone here combined. Because I'm the Monkey King. The great sage equal to heaven. Night Eye. Don't lie, there's no such thing as the Monkey King. 4. Izuku. Oh, you think so, Slenderman rip off. 1. Izuku pulled from his ear Rui Jingu Bang. Izuku. Now you believe me. Night Eye. They're quirks that can do that. 1. Izuku. Then hold Rui Jingu Bang. Toshinori went to take Rui Jingu Bang from Izuku's hand, but couldn't even lift it, not even in his All Might form. Now Toshinori is tired and couldn't even take Rui Jingu Bang from Izuku's hand. Toshinori. What's with that staff? Izuku. It's Rui Jingu Bang. It weighed almost 8 tons. All Nezu and Hisashi. What? Izuku. Like I said, I'm the immortal Monkey King. Sun Wukong. And you're lucky that I don't become a villain. Midnight. Why did you say that? 12. Izuku. How can you stop an immortal sentient being like me? The power I have is not a quirk. And I'm equal to heaven. Silence. Izuku. And don't think that I'll forgive any of you. From this room only Uncle Nezu is my family. And I'm going to reward him. Uncle, here. Izuku give Nezu a immortal peach and a pill of immortality. Nezu. What's this, nephew? Izuku. That's my reward for you, uncle. For being the only one who took care for me, I give you an immortal peach and a pill of immortality. All, Hisashi and Nezu. What? Eraserhead. You can't be serious. Izuku. And uncle already finished it. They looked at Nezu and he already finished the peach and the pill. 3. Izuku. Now, uncle. You're immortal. You won't die from age. Nezu. Thank you, nephew. Now I have all the time to conquer the world. 13. Izuku. You're welcome, uncle. Night Eye. You have to give to All Might as well. He need to become immortal as well. 4. Izuku. Nope, I don't give them to the ones who treat me like I didn't matter. All of you, except for Uncle Nezu, can die for all I care. Look at Toshinori, don't even think about giving me OFA. I don't want that weak power. And Izuku and Hisashi leave. Time skip thanks to Kurumi. 6. Izuku enrolled into Aldera school after the meeting and the punishment of 1A. All of Aldera once find out about that Izuku is quirkless, they treat him like one, but fail every time. 2. Now Izuku was joyful walking towards his home from school, when he heard the mutt. Katsuki. Oi, Deku. Where do you think you're going? Izuku. Home. Izumi. Not until we beat you. Izuku started to laugh. He turned and he saw his former friends 1A. Denki. What's so funny? Izuku. The thing that you want to fight is hilarious. They got angry and prepared their quirks. Izuku. I see you're serious. Let's have some fun. He pulled from his ear a Rui Jingu bang. Shoto. Where that staff come from? Izuku. A magician never reveal his secrets. And didn't I already show it when you were punished? Shoka. Like a staff can do something. She sent an ice glacier. Izuku just sit there and with only a swing of his staff and created a wind gust that shattered the ice. 2. All. What, Izuku? Well, you looked at that. I only swing my staff and I shatter the ice. Laughs. He began to spin Rui Jingu bang. Izuku. Shall we get going? Izumi. What happened to you, Deku? Izuku. Always foolishness, Izumi. While you have incredible quirks, I'm equal to heaven. None of them 22 managed to land a hit on Izuku. Izuku. Asterisk laugh man, what a wonderful jogging. Then he had to block a punch from All Might. He managed to block the punch with Rui Jingu bang, but he was pushed into the wall. Izumi, are you okay? Izumi. Yeah, but what happened to Deku? I don't know. Izuku got out from the debris. Izuku. Man, the disappointment come. Izuku, what gotten into you to attack your sister and your friends? Izuku. 1. They're not my friends. 2. She's not my sister. 3. Why don't you check the cameras? Izuku pointed at the camera and 1A loses his color. 3. Izuku. Man, that expression of yours is hilarious. Laughs. All Might got ready to fight if it was the case. Katsuki launched at Izuku, but Izuku kicked him back to the others. How could you hit Katsuki? 1. Izuku. Clearly you're an idiot. If you want to fight, then go for it. Change. Some smoke appear. Izuku. Behold me, immortal Monkey King. X3. 1. All of them wide their eyes when they saw Izuku with 3 heads, 6 arms and 3 Rui Jingu bang. Izuku charged at All Might. Izuku. Bang. Zoom. Block this. 3x. Izuku send All Might to a wall. Izuku. Wow, would you look at that? The symbol of peace is no match for the great sage equal to heaven. Laugh. Rise up and charge again at Izuku. Izuku. Sorry, I don't have time for more fun. Soul punch. Izuku punch All Might in the chest and All Might fall on the ground, barely able to stand. What did you do to me? Izuku. I punch you in the soul. Like the name indicate. Why does it hurt so much? 2. Izuku. Like I said, I punch you in the soul with a devastating blow. Now, bye. Whistle. 1. A cloud came from the sky and land in front of Izuku. Izuku got on the cloud and leave. The next day, Izuku just finished school for that day, not that he care about it. Again, Many students, including 1A, tried to attack him, but end up being humiliated by Izuku. Izuku is now walking home. Then he heard an explosion. Izuku goes and he saw the sludge villain is holding Katsuki. Izuku then heard the heroes who didn't do anything. Izuku then goes to a dark corner, made his Monkey King outfit appear and goes to the clouds. With the heroes, they couldn't save Katsuki. Damn it. We don't have the suited quirks for this situation. The sky begins to show ray of sunshine and a voice begin to sing. The winds of a storm, they cloud the sky, and the sun begins to fade. A wish from the mortals, I hear their cries. So the demons, I'll cast them away. The civilians and heroes looked in the sky and they saw Izuku who's looking with his golden eyes. Then Izuku landed from the ground, next to the heroes. Who are you? Izuku pulled from his ear Rui Jingu Bang in charge at the sludge villain. I'm a product of the heavens and earth, sent to save you. Outcasted to fate from the devils above. I'm a weapon who hurts those that hate you. So praise up to the light of the sun. 4. Izuku transformed into a phoenix and absorbed the flames. Then he turned back and used his body freezing spell and paralyzed the sludge. Sludge. What did you do? Izuku. I paralyzed you. Izuku took Katsuki from the sludge and threw it to the heroes. Then Izuku deactivated his body freezing spell. Izuku. Sorry about that. Sludge. Why did you apologize for? Izuku. Because I paralyzed you. And I know you didn't want to become a villain, isn't that right? Sludge. It's true. I was abused and neglected for something beyond my control. My friends, my family. They turned their backs on me. 2. Izuku. Looks like we're the same. Sludge. What do you mean? You're a hero. Izuku. Who said I'm a hero? I'm something much more powerful than a hero. Sludge. Who are you? Izuku. I'm the great sage equal to heaven. I'm the Monkey King Reincarnation. Sun Wukong. And before I discovered my ancestor power, I was like you. And I want to give you a chance. All you have to do is take my hand. Izuku extend his hand. Sludge. You're not afraid that I might attack you. Izuku. I know that you want to attack me. But I also know that you became a villain because of this society. Sludge. You're right about that. The sludge took Izuku's hand. Izuku. Then let's go. Sludge. Where? Izuku. Somewhere where you'll feel home. Izuku and Sludge prepared to leave, but the heroes stopped them. You're not going anywhere. Kamui. He's a villain and you break the laws. Izuku. 1. He might be a villain, but you turned him into one. 2. I didn't break any law. Mount Lady. But you used your quirk without authorization. Izuku. What quirk? I don't have anything like that. Backdraft. But you turned into a phoenix. Izuku. That's not a quirk. I'm the Monkey King, Sun Wukong. Like I'm gonna believe that you're some kind of immortal sentient being. 1. Death Arms tried to grab both Sludge and Izuku, but Izuku jumped and kicked him in the face, sending him into a wall. The other heroes got ready to fight, but Izuku was having enough. Izuku. Enough. Izuku hit the ground with Rui Jingu Bang on the ground making a small earthquake. Izuku. Listen here, I'm the Monkey King, and I won't allow any more innocents to be treated like a plague in this society. If I ever find out that you did something to quirkless, weak quirks or villainy quirks, you'll feel the wrath of the Monkey King. They're innocents and humans being like you. But you treat them like they didn't matter. I'll be their protector. 2. And Izuku and the Sludge leave on a cloud. End. Next time. UA first day. After. Battle training. Plus. Then. USJ. No 1 POV. Izuku is walking through the halls and arrive at 1A class. His past managed to get into the hero course after they did the entrance exam. Nezu suggested Izuku if he want to be the new hand-to-hand combat teacher. Izuku accepted and now he's a teacher. Now Izuku opened the door of 1A. He arrived 1 hour earlier. Izuku saw the yellow sleeping bag on the floor. Izuku. I know you're there, Aizawa. You can't hide from me. And I won't call you uncle either. Aizawa, who was in his sleeping bag, heard everything and he felt the guilty for ignoring Izuku back in the day and only focus on Izumi. 4. Izuku just go next to the teacher place, sat on his tail and begin to meditate. 1 hour later, 1A enter inside one by one. They glared at Izuku because their recommendations were rejected and their entrance exam was more difficult than the rest of them. 1. But the most intensity glare was from Momo. Ever since the truth from her parents' fortune was revealed, everything from their wealth was confiscated and her parents were thrown in jail. Now Momo is staying at Izumi house and she's working as a maid at a cafe, but she's been watched every move. Katsuki. Deku, what are you doing here? Izuku. What do you think I do, Mutt? I'm the new hand-to-hand combat teacher. Tenya. You're not suited to be a teacher. I order you to step from this spot. Izuku. And you're not suited to be a hero. If the world find out what you did, you'll be thrown in jail and throw the key. And don't think that you have a chance against me. Don't forget, I'm the great sage who harness power equal to heaven. 14. 1A glare at Izuku, but they know that they don't have any chance against someone at his caliber. Izuku. Hey, sleep deprived. Wake up and start already. 1. Aizawa rose up from his sleeping bag. Eraserhead. I'll be your homeroom teacher. Put this uniforms on and come to the training field where me and prob. Izuku sent a glare at Eraserhead and the glare was one that put Eraserhead and 1A on their knees. Eraserhead. I mean me and Monkey King will be waiting. Izuku released them and jumped out on the window. Then they saw how he was staying on a cloud that Izuku ride on the training field. 1A grabbed the uniforms and go to change. Meanwhile, Izuku was sitting on his tail and meditate. Eraserhead came. Eraserhead was jumping out on the window necessary. 2. However Izuku ignored him. After 20 minutes 1A came. 7. Eraserhead. You're late. You took too much to change. Shoto. What's that to do with anything? Izuku. And you call yourselves heroes. If you took too much to change, people would die waiting for you, idiots. 1. 1A glared at him. Eraserhead. He's right. Now let's start the tests. 1A start the tests cannon. Izumi landed on top 10. Katsumi and Shoka are the same like their brothers. Eraserhead. Also I lied about expulsion. It was a test to make you sure you give it all you have. Izuku. And yet, they failed my test. Both 1A and Eraserhead turned to Izuku who was still meditating on his tail. Izumi. What was that, Deku? Izuku. You heard me, Sugar Queen. You failed my test. Focus. 1. Eraserhead. They did focus on the test. Izuku. Focus is not only that. Is also focusing on the surroundings. Focus is the breeze of the wind, moisture in the air, the Wi-Fi connection, the fact that I'm an immortal sentient being who can live forever. Which I'll never be able to die. The pigeon shit that'll fall on the mud head. 2. All. What? Then a pigeon shit fall on Katsuki head. 2. Katsuki. What the fuck? Izuku. Focus is also about the two idiots who are hiding behind the wall and the bug over there. Point at a grasshopper. 2. Then from their hiding spots came All Might and Magnet. Magnet. How did you know? Izuku. Don't forget who am I. I'm the immortal Monkey King. Now I have to leave. And Izuku leave them while 1A glared at him. With Izuku. He was walking joyfully around the halls. Then Izuku was called to the teacher's office. Once arriving there, he noticed that there wasn't any chair for him. Nezu. Monkey King, I deeply apologize for you. But because you're new at teaching, we didn't have time to get you a chair. Izuku. Don't worry, Nezu. Izuku goes to the tables and Izuku is now sitting on his tail. Izuku. There, I don't need a chair. 13. That's a strong tail you have. Izuku. Thank you, Midnight. But your tail will be alright. Izuku. Now you care about my well-being, Nimori. Midnight felt hurt that Izuku called her by the first name and not Auntie. 1. Nezu. The first year sure is something. Izuku. But most of them are using their quirks too much. There'll be time when the quirks will be useless. Snipe. Can you elaborate, Monkey King? Izuku. Sure. Do you remember about the sludge villain? All of them nodded. Izuku. Mount Lady couldn't walk through narrowed places, Kamui Woods didn't do anything. Death Arms said that his quirk is not strong enough. The only one who was doing his hero job was Backdraft. 2. Vlad. But he only was dealing with fire. Izuku. Yes, he was making sure that the fire wouldn't spread while the other 3 didn't do anything. Let's not forget about the student from 1A, Katsuki Bakugo, who caused the fire. Toshinori. How could you blame the fire on young Bakugo? 4. Izuku. I was only said the obvious. We all saw how he was using his quirk illegally to try to escape, but make things worse. Let's not forget about the entire 1A record that's no Among Us. Nezu. Monkey King is correct. Now, let's resume our meeting. Time skip thanks to Kurumi. 5. The meeting was over. Izuku is now walking back home. Once arriving home, he was greeted by his father. Then Izuku goes to bed and fall asleep. End. Next time. Battle training. After. USJ. Then. Rescue Snowball and kicking Night Eye ass. No one pav. Izuku woke up from his sleep. Then he goes and eat breakfast, brush his teeth and then change to his Monkey King outfit by just a snap of fingers. Izuku then exit outside. Izuku. Dad, I'm going to Ua. Hisashi. Be safe son. Don't forget, if they piss you too much, you can fight back. Izuku. I know Dad. Izuku walked to Ua. On the way to Ua, he saw one of his friends that he met on his journey sitting on a bench. 10. Izuku. Good to see you again, Shinobu. Shinobu. Good to see you as well, Izuku. What brings you here? Izuku. Well, I'm on the way to Ua. By the way, how are you doing with the loss of Rengoku? Shinobu. Rengoku death had affected us all. But I know that Rengoku wouldn't, that we'll be sad. He'll be wanting to keep moving forward. 2. Izuku. I know, he was a great friend. Izuku became to cry over Rengoku death. 3. Flashback. Rengoku is hurt. Rengoku. Be strong. Monkey King. And Rengoku fall dead. Flashback end. Izuku thought, I'll become stronger and stronger to protect my friends. Izuku. I need to go, Shinobu. It was nice seeing you again. Shinobu. Goodbye, Izuku. And Izuku leave to Ua, but then felt a hand holding his. Izuku turned and Shinobu kissed his cheek. Shinobu. This is for being a good friend, Izuku. 1. Meanwhile with Feeder, B and Chun-Li. They felt a pain in the chest for no reason. Feeder, B, Chun-Li thought, why am I feeling like this? 1. Back to Izuku. He's resuming his walk to Ua. Once Izuku arrived at Ua, he goes to 1A class. Izuku arrived 1 hour earlier. He walked straight to 1A, but then was stopped by Midnight. Izuku. What do you want, Nimori? Midnight felt hurt that her nephew called her by the first name instead of Auntie. Midnight. Izuku. Izuku. It's Monkey King to you. Only my true family and friends can call me Izuku. Midnight. But I'm your family. 4. Izuku then glared at her and his eyes glowed golden. Midnight immediately fall on the ground from Izuku's intense glare and pressure. Izuku. Listen here, Nimori. Try to act like you're part of my family and you'll face the wrath of the Monkey King. You and the other idiots make your choice by ignoring and neglect me. Izuku released his glared and leave Midnight on the ground. Izuku finally arrived at 1A. He saw the yellow bag on the ground. Izuku. Don't even pretend that you weren't there, sleep deprived. 1. Eraserhead, who was inside the bag, heard the words, and even if Izuku didn't use his glare, he still feels like he was falling on the ground from guilt. Izuku goes to the teacher table and got on his tail and started meditating. After an hour, 1A came. They glared at Izuku, who was still meditating. Katsuki. Oi, I see hot. I give $10 if you punch Deku. Shoto. Asterisk smirk, I'll do it for free. Shoto goes and ready a punch, but as soon as he was about to make contact with Izuku, a sudden force pushed Shoto to the wall. 1. Izuku then opened his eyes and stood on his feet. Izuku. Shoto, I know that you like Ua, but don't hug the wall. Shoto. Asterisk in pain, shut up. 6. Izuku. Asterisk rolled eyes, hey, sleep deprived. Wake up and start the lesson already. Eraserhead got up from his sleeping bag. Eraserhead. When are you going to stop with that nickname? Izuku. When are you going to take everything back? This immediately shut down Eraserhead. Izuku. That's what I thought. The lessons start. Math, English, science. Then it was time for the hero training. Momo. I wonder who'll teach us. Minoru. I bet it's a beautiful woman with giant tits and ass. Izuku. And that's why you'll never have a girlfriend. Minori. Shut up. Like you'll have any girlfriend. 4. Izuku. Did you forget about Chun-Li? Minoru. Remember how did Chun-Li choose you? A quirkless freak. I should be the one who'll grope her breast and ass and having my dick insi. 1. He didn't have to finish because Izuku released his glare to Minoru, making him fall on the ground. Izuku. Listen here, disgusting pervert. If I ever find out that you'll be doing perverts things again, you'll face my wrath. Understand? Minoru. Yes. 3. Izuku. Good. Now the idiots are here. Then the door burst open, revealing All Might and Magnet. Magnet. We're coming through the door like Izuku. 2 idiots who didn't read the files of the students and they didn't thought that some of the students might have quirks which make them sensible at sounds. 2 idiots who almost ripped the door from the wall. 2 idiots who leave marks on the ground from running and give more work to the janitor. 2. Both All Might and Magnet looked down because they didn't thought of that. Izuku. Just start the stupid hero lesson. Magnet. Right. Today we'll be doing battle training. Magnet. But what are heroes without costumes? 1. Izuku. Humans being. 5. Magnet pressed a button and from the wall came 22 cases. This is your costumes. Suit up in the locker room and meet me. Magnet and Izuku glare at him, Monkey King at ground beta. And 1A grabbed their cases and leave to change. Izuku goes to jump through the window, but then a hand was on his shoulder. Izuku. What can I do for you, Inko? Magnet. Izuku, I. She stopped when she saw Izuku eyes glowed golden. Magnet. Monkey King. Where are you going? The door is there. 1. Izuku. Nah. Izuku jumped out of the window and landed on a cloud he called. Izuku arrived at ground beta and started to meditate on his cloud. After 20 minutes, and 1A came They say the clothes make the hero. And you look absolutely. Izuku. Lame and ridiculous. They turned to Izuku who got off from his cloud. Izuku. You look pathetic in these. The 1A glared at Izuku, but he just ignored them. Magnet. Monkey King, can you elaborate? Izuku. The girls had tight costume that shows too much. Point at Toru, she's wearing nothing. Point at Tenya, he looked like Incursio rip-off. Most of them didn't even have any protection on them. 1. Momo. Like your outfit is perfect. 4. Izuku. I don't care what other people think of me. But let's not forget that your costume is the worst. Momo. What did you just say to me? Izuku. You heard me. You only wear a swimsuit with a belt and boots. Seriously. Boots with heels. Besides, you can't do anything without this. Point at the book he had in his hand. Momo looked back and she saw that she didn't have her book anymore. Momo. How did you do that? Izuku. My thoughts are faster than the speed of light and my body can keep it with my thoughts. Besides, a book, and you call yourself intelligent. Why not a smartwatch, or some glasses with AI that can answer your questions about materials? What an idiot you are. Momo glare at Izuku. Izuku. Am I supposed to be intimidated by that? This is a glare. Izuku glare at Momo with his golden eye and Momo fall on her knees and with the face on the ground. Izuku. Don't forget who I am. Izuku released his glare and Momo managed to get up. Izuku. Now continue with your lessons, Captain Steroids. Do you really have to call me that? Izuku. Or you prefer Ass Might? This silenced both All Might and Magnet. They resumed the lesson. All Might started to explain the situation canon. The team's canon, except as that Katsuki is with Izumi and Tenya is with Ochako and Katsumi is with Shoka. Magnet. And Monkey King will fight one of the teams since the numbers of the teams are impaired. Who'll want to fight Monkey King? Then Izumi and Katsuki stepped forward. Izumi, Katsuki. I'll fight Deku. Izuku rolled his eyes because of this stupidity. Izuku thought how they can defeat someone whose power is equal to heaven and has over 4,000 years of experience in battle. 6. Time skip thanks to Kurumi. Now Izuku is entering the building. Izuku used his golden eyes to see through the walls and locate the bomb, Izumi and Katsuki. Izuku. Too easy. Izuku is walking straight to the bomb room, but he was stopped by Katsuki. Izuku. Man, I was wondering where you're going to show up, despite the fact that I already knew where were you. Katsuki. What, Izuku? My golden eyes also have the ability to see through things and illusions. Hiding from me is useless. Katsuki gritted his teeth because Izuku can easily locate him no matter what. He charged at Izuku with his right hook. Izuku simply jumped out of the way. Izuku. Miss me. Katsuki tried to launch an explosion, but again Izuku dodged it with ease. Izuku. Nice try, douchebag. Katsuki tried to land a hit on Izuku. Tried. Izuku. Are you done? Then Katsuki raised his right arm to Izuku. Katsuki. You know how my quirk work, don't you deku? Izuku realized what Katsuki wanted to do. Izuku. Idiot, don't use that here. An explosion that big would bring the entire building on you. However, Katsuki didn't listen and pulled the pin, releasing his explosion. The entire building began to shake. At the monitor room, 1A smirked at this. They thought that Izuku will die. 2. Back to the building. Izumi felt the shaking. Izumi. What's Katsuki doing? Intercom. Izumi, get out of there. The explosion is coming straight to you. Izumi. What? Izumi felt the explosion coming up to her. She quickly jumped out through the window and used her telekinesis to fly. She saw that most of the building was burned from the explosion. Back to the fight. Izuku managed to grab Katsuki's arm and pointed up, releasing the explosion above. 1. Izuku then threw Katsuki in the wall. Izuku. You could have killed someone. Katsuki. So what? 13. Izuku. Don't you hear me? You could have killed someone. Imagine if this building was full of people. What do you think will happen then? Silence. Izuku. You say that you want to be a hero, but I only see a villain who doesn't care about anything other than himself. Like you told me all these years. It's time to put you in your place. Izuku's eyes become golden and walked towards Katsuki. Katsuki felt the fear like he was about to face a mountain. Katsuki. Wait, let's talk. 5. Izuku. The time for talking is over. Feel the wrath of the immortal Monkey King. Izuku moved fast and delivered a gut punch in Katsuki's stomach, smashing him through the wall. Then Izuku started to beat the shit out of Katsuki in the air. Izuku delivered then a strong kick, smashing Katsuki on the ground. The fall made Katsuki unconscious. Izuku. Never do that again. Then, Izumi. Detroit smash. Izuku caught the fist with barely effort. Izuku. Looks like you're like this mutt. Izuku began to squeeze Izumi's fist. Izumi. Let me go. Izuku. It's time to remind you who I am. Izuku delivered a soul punch to Izumi, making her fall on the ground. Izumi. In pain. What did you do to me, Deku? Izuku. I soul punched you. And by the way, the old lady quirk is not working with the soul punch. Have fun dealing with the pain. And Izuku leaving both Katsuki who was unconscious and Izumi who was holding her belly from pain. Once arriving at the monitor room, he heard a voice. Tenya. Recipro burst. Tenya rushed to Izuku and kicked him, but Izuku caught the leg without any effort. Izuku. Still holding Tenya's leg. Are you even trying? Tenya. Let me go, you villain. And I order you to step away from the teacher spot and listen to me like the dog you are. And your girlfriends will die like the bitch there. 8. Izuku then soul punched Tenya too. Tenya fall on the ground from pain. Izuku. For this day on, you're expelled from UA and blacklist from every hero school in the world. Cause of that is illegal quirk use, attacking a teacher and trying to order to a teacher. 10. Denki. You can't do that. Izuku. Oh, I can. Unlike him, I have the power to do it. Shoto. Like anyone will believe you. Izuku. Did you forget that this room has cameras and did you forgot about Detective Naomasa quirk? This silenced them because they forgot about the cameras and Detective Naoma's quirk, lie detector. 2. Izuku. Asterisk look at Tenya, pack your things and get out from Ua by the end of the day. 7. Izuku then call his cloud and flies home because he finished his job for today. No one pav. Izuku is walking through the streets with joy. One of his tormentors was expelled from Ua Hero course, but unfortunately is that the dickhead called his parents and managed to get him back to Ua, but to the general course. 1. With Izuku. He's happy walking through the streets. Then he heard a voice. Hello there, stranger. Would you like a cup of tea? Izuku knew that voice. He turned and he saw. 1. Izuku. It's good to see you again, Master Wu. 1. Izuku bowed to Master Wu. Wu. Please, Izuku. You don't need to bow to me. Now come and let's have some tea. Your friends will going to like your company. Izuku goes with Master Wu and enter inside the tea shop. There Izuku saw his friends. Izuku. Hey, friends. Miss me. Once they saw Izuku, they rushed and hugged him, tackled him on the ground. Kai. It's so good to see you again, Izuku. J. Yeah, nothing is the same without our monkey. They got off from Izuku, who started to clean himself from the dust. Izuku. It's good to see you again, my friends. Cole. Come on, let's have some food and talk about our lives. Izuku and his friends goes to have some food and chat. Kai. So, how's life, oh great sage equal to heaven? 1. Everyone laughed, including Izuku. Izuku. It's wonderful. I'm surrounded by the people who like me for who I am, not what I am. Zane. It's always wonderful to have someone like you. Izuku is our friend. Izuku. The feeling is mutual, Zane. Though some call this weird. An ancient monkey and an android. Nya. Yeah. Even today I can't believe that you're Sun Wukong descendant. Izuku. Life is like a river. Full of possibilities. Wu. Looks like the young boy became a wise monkey. Izuku and his friends resumed to eat the food and drinking their tea. After. Izuku. Thank you for the meal and tea, Master Wu. Bo. Wu. I told you that you don't need to bow to me, Izuku. Izuku rose his head and leave. Now Izuku is going home, but then he felt an energy he knew too well. Izuku pulled from his ear Rui Jingu Bang and blocked a sword attacker. Glad to see that you didn't lack of skill. Izuku. It's good to see you again, Jack. 13. They bow to each other. Izuku. What brings you here? Jack. Do you feel the evilness in the air? Izuku. Yes, looks like Chase Young and Hannibal Roy Bean are up to something. 3. Jack. And I recently sensed some of Aku energy. Izuku. How's that possible? Didn't you destroy him? Jack. As much as I wish to destroy Aku, I can't. Without darkness, there's no light. The world need to be in balance. There'll be always small tracks of Aku. He'll regenerate in time. 7. Izuku. I know, even if Aku will return, we'll be ready. Jack. I'm grateful that we have you on our side, Monkey King. Izuku and Jack bowed to each other and go on separate ways, but not before to do the Shaolin Brotherhood sign. 5. Izuku, Jack. Brother. Izuku and Jack part away. With Izuku. He's walking to a temple. 4. Izuku. This bring back memories. It sure does, Monkey King. Izuku turned and he saw. Izuku. Master Feng. Bo. Feng. You don't need to bow, Monkey King. As a matter of fact, we should bow to you for every time you protect humanity from demons. Izuku. I just do the right thing. Feng. Indeed. Now come. I know why are you here. Izuku followed Master Feng towards the temple. There Izuku saw some old friends. 8. Izuku. Hey, guys. Miss me, Omi, Raimundo, Kimiko, Clade and Dojo. Once they saw Izuku, they rushed to him and brought him into a hug. Dojo. Oh, how I missed you, Monkey King. Raimundo. Yeah, man. You have to visit us more. Izuku. I know that, but don't forget about that. I am the Monkey King who has a duty to the world. They released Izuku from the hug and they walk inside the temple. Izuku. I came here with bad news. Omi. What is it? Izuku. Jack informed me that he sensed Aku's presence. Fung. I'm afraid that's why Chase Young and Hannibal Roy Bean are out there. Kimiko. Why would Chase Young and Hannibal look for Aku? 3. Izuku. I don't know why, but we need to be careful. Omi. You're right, we saw how Chase Young and Hannibal are when they work together. I don't want to see if they join force with Aku. Izuku. I don't want either, but something tell me is that neither Chase Young or Hannibal are working together. Clade. Izuku is right. We saw how both Chase Young and Hannibal hate each other. 3. Fung. And we must stop them. If they manage to bring Aku back, it will be the end of the world. After, Izuku bowed to his master and friends and got ready to leave, but his friends entrusted him with 2 Shen Gon Wu, Golden Tiger Claws, and Shroud of Shadows. Izuku then goes home where he got some sleep. The next day, Izuku woke up, eat breakfast, brush his teeth and then change to his Monkey King outfit by just a snap of fingers. Then he got outside and head to Ua, but then he heard a voice. Phoenix Flame. A phoenix made of flames came towards Izuku. Izuku then transformed into a phoenix and absorbed the flame. Izuku then turned back. Izuku. Good to see you again, Feeder. Feeder. Where have you been, Izuku? I didn't saw you yesterday. Izuku. Sorry Feeder, but I had to meet with some friends and I talk with them. Feeder. Are these friends of yours strong? Izuku. Why do you ask that? Feeder. I want to fight them. I'm a fighter after all. Izuku. Maybe someday I'll introduce you to them. Feeder. Are they known by the world? Izuku. You can say that. Now I have to go to Ua. Feeder. That's where I head to. I'm in the hero course, class 1B. Let me come with you. Izuku. Fine. Izuku goes to walk, but then noticed that someone jumped on his back. Izuku. Ah, Feeder. What are you doing, Feeder? I'm too lazy to walk today. I want to ride on your back. Izuku didn't argue with Feeder and goes to Ua. Feeder wasn't even heavy for Izuku since Izuku has Sun Wukong strength. Izuku. It seems that you're enjoying this, aren't you Feeder? Feeder. I have no idea what are you talking about. Feeder smiled and hugged Izuku tighter, pressing her melons on his back. Izuku didn't said anything and continued to walk to Ua. Once they arrived, Feeder got down from Izuku back. Izuku. I'll see you later, Feeder. Feeder. See you. Feeder kissed Izuku on the lips and she goes to her class. Izuku. I'll make a funny prank. Shroud of Shadows. 2. Izuku become invisible and goes to 1A class. At 1A, Izuku enter through the opened window and watched while still being invisible. Eraserhead. I watched the footage from yesterday. Bakugo. Work on that temper. Yagi. You too. 1. Bakugo's Izumi. TCH. Izuku then goes to Katsuki and slap him on the head. Katsuki hit the desk with his face. 1. Katsuki. Who the fuck hit me? Izuku. He. They heard a laugh. Eraserhead activated his quirk, but nothing happened. Then Izuku goes to Izumi and grope her. 2. Izumi. Asterisk blushing eep. Izuku. He. Shoto. Whoever you are, you better show yourself if you know what's best for you. Izuku then goes and slams Shoto head to the desk, breaking his nose. Izuku. He. This is hilarious. Shroud of Shadows. Izuku make himself revealed. Izuku. The best prank ever. Laugh. 1A. Asterisk angry asterisk deku. 1. Izuku. What a good prank. Laugh. Eraserhead launch his capture scarf. Izuku just caught the scarf without even looking. Izuku. Kinda slow, sleep deprived. And by the way, your quirk is useless against me. Wouldn't that make you quirkless against me? Eraserhead deactivated his quirk. Eraserhead. You have 60 seconds to explain why did you made yourself invisible and do this stupid prank. Izuku. Or, both of us know that you're no match for me. But to answer your question, I decided to play a little prank. Eraserhead. You called making yourself invisible and hit them as hilarious. 3. Izuku. Yes, don't forget, sleep deprived. They did things far worse than this to me in the past. I suggest you to check before act. You might regret someday. 1. Izuku let go of Eraserhead's scarf. Izuku. Now continue with this stupid lesson. Eraserhead turned to the students. Eraserhead. Today you're going to do something that will decide your future. 1A. Not another test. Eraserhead. You have to choose a class representative. Izuku. Yam I'm going to meditate. Izuku sat on his tail and began to meditate. The class begin to yell of how each other want to be class representative. But then they decide to vote for one. In the end, Izumi was chosen class representative and Momo vice president. Izuku is still meditating. Izumi. Hey, Deku. Izuku. Snore. Izumi. Hey, I know you can hear me. Izuku. No, I can't. Anyway, I'll go ahead. Sleep deprived, I'll wait at the bus. Golden Tiger Claws. Izuku created a portal with the Golden Tiger Claws and goes to wait at the bus. Eraserhead told them how they'll go to a facility called USJ. Time skip thanks to Kurumi. 5. 1A and Eraserhead are outside and wait for the bus. 997,998,999, 1000. They turned and they saw Izuku who was doing finger standing push-ups. Izuku got back on his feet. Izuku. Oh, you're here. I was getting bored. Then Izuku saw Tenya with them. Izuku. Didn't I expelled you yesterday? Eraserhead. He has returned to UA, but on the general course. Izuku. I feel bad for the homeroom teacher at the general course. Just get on the bus. 3. Tenya got angry and charged at Izuku. Tenya. Recipro burst. Izuku. Ninja go. 1. Izuku used Spinjitzu and sent Tenya to the wall. Izuku. Don't forget who I'm. 1. They got on the bus. Izuku took the seat next to the driver to stay away from the class and Eraserhead. Izuku thought, I don't think that Chase Young and Hannibal are the only ones that are looking to resurrect Aku. They're also Aku servants. 1. Izuku's train of thoughts was stopped when a tongue started to poke him. Izuku opened his eyes and he saw that Tsuyu was keep poking him with her tongue. Izuku. What can I do for you, Asui? Tsuyu. I usually speak what's on my mind. Izuku. Go ahead, Tsuyu. Do you think you're better than us, Deku? Everyone, driver and Eraserhead turned to Izuku and Tsuyu. 1. Izuku. I never said that I'm better than you. You keep saying that. I never said that. I only said that I'm the great sage equal to heaven. Then it hit them. Izuku never said that he's better than them. They always thought that. Izuku. But to answer your question. Yes, I'm better than all of you combined. Katsuki. What did you just said, Deku? Izuku. You heard me, Mutt. Shoto. Like you can do something special. You're just a monkey. 7. Izuku. Then let me ask you a question, Shoto. Can you make clones of yourself? Shoto. Izuku. Do you have numerous spells in your arsenal, Katsumi? Katsumi. Izuku. Do you have numerous transformations, Mezzo? Mezzo. Izuku. Do you have 7 means of immortality, Izumi? 1. Izumi. Izuku. Can you lift Mount Somuru, Mutt? The great Monuden that hold the celestial sky? Katsuki. Izuku. Do you have a vast knowledge of mystical artifacts, Momo? Momo. Izuku. Like I said, I'm more powerful than all of you combined. I can one-shot Toshinori if I want. 1. Izumi. Like you can do that, Deku. Izuku. Do you remember how I soul punch him? Izumi gritted her teeth because she remember how her father was on the ground after Izuku soul punch him and because she know the pain of that far too well from yesterday. 1. The bus arrived at the USJ. Izuku goes inside. 1A and Eraserhead followed. Izuku. Good to see you again, 13. 13. It's good to see you too, Monkey King. Now, let me show you around. Then Izuku felt a powerful energy. Izuku quickly took Rui Jingu Bang from his ear and got a fighting stance. 13. Monkey King, what is it? Izuku. Problems. Eraserhead. Where? Then a portal opened and many villains came outside. A man with hands over his body. And a man made out of purple mist. Izuku. Stay back, I'll handle them. Sorry, Monkey King, but you'll be fighting me. A figure in some kind of armor came. 4. Izuku. Hey, Chase Young. How's life? Chase. Good. Izuku. Why are you working with villains? It's not your style. Chase. True. I only came with them because I knew it that I'll find you again. I have no interest to work with such weaklings. Tamura. What did you just said? Tamura rushed at Chase Young, but Chase kicked him back to the others' villains. Chase. Shall we begin, Monkey King? Izuku. You're on. Then Katsuki charged at Chase Young. Izuku. Don't. Katsuki. Get away from my way, Deku. I'll kill him. Katsuki was ready to unleash his explosion to Chase Young. Chase. I don't have time for weaklings like you. Mantis kick. Chase Young kicked Katsuki back to the others. 4. Chase. Begone from my sight. Halen Nebula. Chase Young created a sphere of dark energy and ready to throw it at 1A, Eraserhead and 13. 2. Izuku. Stop, Chase. Why, Izuku? Your fight is with me, not them. 2. Chase. Asterisk cancel the sphere very well. Shall we, Monkey King? Izuku. We shall. But then a bird with black and red came and voice was heard. Get away from the monkey, Chase Young. He's mine. Mobby Morpher. Izuku. Hey, Hannibal. How's life? Hannibal. Don't you dare to talk like we're friends after you trapped me in a jar. You'll pay for it, Mobby Morpher. Hannibal grow more arms. Izuku. Then let's see. Change. Izuku x3, behold me. Immortal Monkey King. Hannibal charged at Izuku. Izuku blocked Hannibal fists with Rui Jingu Bang. Izuku x3, let's see how you like when we reverse roles. Izuku begin to fight back. Izuku. Bang. Zoom. Block this. 3x. Izuku begin to push Hannibal back. Izuku x3, what's the matter, Hannibal? Can't put a fight with me. Hannibal. Shut up. Hannibal tried a desperate series of punches, but Izuku just dodged them all. Izuku then soul punch Hannibal. Hannibal fell on the ground. Chase. Ah, the soul punch. A devastating blow. Very impressive, Monkey King. Izuku. Thanks. Hannibal rose up. Hannibal. This isn't over. Mark my words. Monkey King, you too Chase Young. Hannibal jumped on the bird after he shrink himself. Izuku. Asterisk look at Chase Young. Shall we start our fight? Chase. We shall. They charge at each other. Izuku put Rui Jingu Bang back to his ear and started to fight. Neither of them land a hit on the other. Izuku then saw how Nomu was crushing Eraserhead. Izuku. Excuse me for a moment. Izuku pull a piece from his hair and created a clone. Izuku. Go and help Eraserhead. Clone. I'm on my way. Izuku. Thanks, me. Clone. You're welcome, me. Izuku and Chase Young resumed their fight. Meanwhile with the clone defeated the Nomu and bring Eraserhead to the students who were at the stairs. Then he kicked Tamura back to Kurogiri who teleported them away. Back to Izuku. Izuku. Looks like your partner leave you. Chase. I told you. I only came with them to fight you. Izuku. You might be evil, but you're an honorable opponent. 1. Chase. I could say the same about you. Then the door burst opened. All Might came and he wasn't smiling. Don't worry. I'm here. Chase. Asterisk sarcasm looks like I should surrender. Izuku. Golden Tiger Claws. Izuku created a portal. Izuku. This will be taking you back to your lair. Izuku and Chase Young bow to each other. Chase. I'm looking forward for our next battle. Chase Young enter in the portal created by the Golden Tiger Claws. Then All Might charge at Chase Young. Detroit SMA. Before he could land a hit to Chase Young, Izuku used his glare at him and fall with the face on the ground. The portal closed. Izuku. What the hell were you thinking? Do you have any idea who were you about to fight? That was Chase Young, a powerful opponent who can easy one-shot you and barely breaking a sweat. 3. Izuku released All Might. Izuku. You're lucky that I stopped you. Then the door burst open again, revealing Tenya and the teachers. Tenya. I brought backup. They saw that the villains were taken care of. They also saw Izuku and All Might who was on the ground. Izuku then goes to the teachers. Nezu. Ah, nephew. Good to see you again. Can you explain what happened? Izuku. Sure, it was a villain attack. Nezu. Can you elaborate, nephew? Izuku explained to them everything, even helping Chase Young escape. Ectoplasm. Why did you help a villain escape? Izuku. Despite being evil, Chase Young is an honorable opponent. I want to have a fighting chance with him again. Besides, Chase Young could easily defeat that idiot. Point at AM. Izuku then exits the USJ and goes for a walk. Then Izuku ducked down and avoid a kick. Izuku. Good to see you again, B. Fight me. Izuku. Sorry, B. I'm no fighting today, I just fight two evil opponents. Can we do something else? B. Number. Fight me. B goes for a punch, but Izuku blocked it. Then Izuku brought B into a hug. B. Hey, what are you doing? Izuku. I'm not in the mood for a fight. Izuku then looked in B's eyes, give her a kiss. B was shocked at this, but then she kissed back. Then they broke the kiss. B. What do you want to do then? Izuku. How about hang out for the rest of the day? B. Fine, on one condition. Izuku. What is it? B. You've to hold my hand. 2. Izuku. Sure. Izuku and B are walking and Izuku is holding B's hand. Meanwhile with Chase Young, he's watching Izuku. Chase. Monkey King, I'm looking forward for the next battle. Don't worry, I won't go after the ones you love. 1. Release me. Chase Young grabbed a vial that contains a black substance. 3. Chase. Don't even think that you can escape that jar, Aku. I won't free you no matter what. Name. Misty. Power. Waterbending. Skill. Kung Fu. Age. 15. She's also become immortal because Izuku give her a immortal peach and a pill of immortality. Misty. It's good to see you too, Izuku. Misty jumped and hugged Izuku. Izuku caught her and hugged back. Misty. What are you doing here? Izuku. I'm searching for Aku. Misty. But I thought that Jack destroyed Aku. Izuku. It's not that easy. Without darkness, there's no light. The world need to be in balance. Misty. I guess you're right. Izuku. Sorry, but I have to leave. Misty. Wait. Izuku stopped. Izuku. Yeah, Misty. Is it true that you and other girls are a thing? Izuku. Well, yeah. Feeder was the first and then B and Chun-Li. Misty didn't like that. She grabbed Izuku by the scarf and kissed him on the lips, shocking Izuku. Misty. They're not the only girls with feelings for you. 3. Izuku didn't say anything and leave. Izuku thought, did I have a power that make me a ladies' man? 4. Meanwhile Buddha was laughing along with the ones in heaven. The next day, Izuku was going to Ua. Then he felt heat and saw a fire attack going towards him. Izuku quickly changed into his fire sage form and absorbed the fire. You still have skills, Monkey King. Izuku. Good to see you again, Korra. Name. Korra. Power. Avatar. Age. 15. She's 15 here and she can't take the peach and pill because it will destroy the circle of the avatar. 10. Korra. Likewise, Izuku. What are you doing here? Izuku. I'm going to Ua. Korra. Oh, but aren't they there too? Izuku. Yeah, Izumi and her friends are still trying to fight me. Korra. When they'll realize that you're not someone they can't mess with? Izuku. Probably never. Their brain is the size of a pea. Sorry Korra, but I have to go. Izuku go, but then Korra grabbed him by the scarf and kissed him on the lips. Korra. Take care, Izuku. Izuku didn't say anything and leave. Now Izuku is in front of 1A door and opened the door. Just as he entered, he jumped out of the way to avoid a Jiro punch. Izuku. Really, what if it wasn't me and you hit Eraserhead? Not that I complain about that. Now sit down. Ajiro goes angry to his seat. 1A looked at Izuku with a look that it says, I want to kill this bastard. 3. Izuku goes and sat on his tail and started to meditate. Denki. What did you do this week? Mina. I was dancing. Shoto. I took Momo to a date. Izuku thought, and you pay for everything since she can't afford things like before. 4. Toru. That's so romantic. Ajiro. What about you, Katsu bro? Katsuki. Laying on the bed because of that armor bastard. Izuku. I warn you about that. Katsuki. Shut up, Deku. Izuku. That's rude. Izumi. Hey, Deku. Izuku. What is it, Izumi? Izumi. Why did you help that guy escape? Dad was about to capture him. 1. Izuku. Because, Kyoka. You're a villain. That's why. 3. Izuku. Wrong. It's because, Denki. You wanted the fame, you greedy asshole. 2. Izuku was having enough and used his golden eyes, making them shut up in fear. Izuku. Better. The reason why I helped Chase Young to escape is because I want to have another fight with him. And second is because I did that to save Toshinori's pathetic life. Because Chase Young could easily kill him. Katsumi. Like I'm gonna believe that. 1. Izuku. I can tell you another of Momo's secret. Shoto. My girlfriend doesn't have secrets. Izuku. Really, she one time gives someone a hand. 1. Momo. Shut up, Izuku. See, secrets. Shoto angry launch fire at Izuku. Izuku. Nope. Izuku changed into his fire-safe form and absorbed the fire. Izuku. Nice try. They saw Izuku fire sage form. Katsuki. What the hell is that, Deku? Answer me. Izuku. For your information, this is my fire sage form where I can control and absorb fire. Although, your fire is kinda weak. In other words, you, Shoto and Shoka are quirkless against me. Shoto and Shoka got angry because Izuku say that they'll be quirkless against him. They launch ice towards Izuku, but then the classroom begin to heat up and the ice melted. 1. Shoto, Shoka. What? All of them begin to sweat from the heat. Tsuyu collapsed because of her frog quirk. Izuku transformed back and the temperature turned back to normal. Izuku. Did you see now the gap between us? And this is only a portion of what I really can do. Katsuki charge at Izuku. Katsuki. Damn you Deku. Nobody is stronger than me. 2. Izuku. Nope. Katsuki throw his right hook. Izuku. Predictable. Izuku caught his right hand, jumped above him while still holding his hand and then caught Katsuki pointing finger and Izuku raise his pinky finger. Katsuki. What the hell are you doing, Deku? Izuku. I guess you don't know this hold. Mashiaro. That's the Wushi finger hold. Bakugo. Don't move. 3. Katsuki. What, Izuku? Asterisk look at Mashiaro. Oh, you know this hold. Mashiaro. Yes, if the user flex his pinky, then Bakugo will be banished to the spirit realm. 4. Everyone got silent because of the move. Then the door opened, revealing Eraserhead covering in bandages. Izuku let Katsuki go. Eraserhead. Good morning, Izumi. Sensei, you should be resting right now. Eraserhead. My health is not your problem. Now you must be ready. 1A. Another villain attack. Eraserhead. The sport festival is coming. He started to explain the festival canon. Eraserhead. For the rest of the day, do whatever you want, but don't disturb me. And he exit. Then 1A got in fighting position and got ready to fight Izuku. Izuku. What do you think you're doing? Izumi. Fighting you. You can't take all of us at once. 2. Izuku burst out laughing. Katsuki. What's so funny, Deku? Izuku. The thing that you think that I can't take you all by myself is hilarious. Izuku then created 50 clones of himself. Izuku. This is only 50 clones. Tell me this. What's stopping me from creating thousands of clones and all of my clones to charge at you? 1A 21 because Tenya is in the general course got silent. Then the clones disappeared. Izuku. That's what I thought. However, 1A still wanted to fight. 1. Izuku. I don't have time to waste with you, even that I'm immortal. Shadow of Fear. 4. 1A got trapped in their nightmares and Izuku leave them for. The nightmares. 1. Izumi was in an alternate reality where everything they did to Izuku is to her because she's quirkless in that reality. Katsuki and Katsumi were trapped in a world where everyone has a quirk, except them and they're treated like slaves. 1. Shoto and Shoka are trapped in a boiling kettle. Momo is trapped in a world where she's a beggar. Kyoka got trapped in a world where she's the only one who doesn't have big breasts. 1. Suyu was trapped in boiling water and she was cooked alive. Mezzo Shoji was trapped in a world where he has no arms and legs. 1. Denki was trapped in a world full of Pikachu and every Pikachu ignore him. 4. Kota was in a world where every animal hate him. 1. Ajiro was trapped with elfmen and other manly mens who called him a disgrace and banning him from the manly club. 4. Mina was in a world where she doesn't have arms and legs. Toru was in a world where she's deaf and mute. 1. Minoru was trapped in a world where adults like midgets and came inside him. 1. And many other nightmares for them. Izuku. I played enough Shadow of Fear. 1A woke up from their nightmares and Izuku leave. Outside UA are the Shaolin monks. Izuku. Good to see you my friends. Klee. It's good to see you as well partner. Then Nezu appear out of nowhere. Nezu. You must be the Shaolin monks my nephew told me about. Bow, it is an honor to meet you. Omi. Bow the honor is ours. Then Dojo come from Klee hat. Dojo. Nezu. Dojo hugged Nezu. Nezu. It's good to see you again, Dojo. Raimundo. Dojo, you know him. Nezu. Before I become principal of UA, I was a Shaolin monk. When you see Master Fong, tell him I say hi. Now, would you like a tour of my school? Omi. We'll be honored. Nezu. Follow me. Nezu showed them the school. Then 1A saw them. Katsuki. Who the hell are you, extras? Omi. He's like you say Izuku. He's a mutt. 2. Kimiko. 1 that's barking too much. The Bakugo twins charge at them. Nezu signal the monks that they can fight back. Raimundo. Typhoon boom. Wins. 1. Raimundo clap his hands and blow the twins back to their group. Then the Todoroki twins launch their fire. Kimiko. Judelet flip. Fire. Kimiko absorbed the fire and redirected back to them. Then Ajiro harden and charge. Klee. Seismic kick. Earth. 2. Klee hit Ajiro, sending him back and cracking him. Izumi then charged OFA and goes to them. Omi. Tornado strike. Water. Omi hit Izumi with a jet of water sending her back. Then Izumi and the others got up and got ready to fight. Nezu. Enough. Look at 1A, they're my honorable guests and you just jump to attack them. This give me enough reasons to expel. Izumi. You can't do that. 2. Katsuki. We'll be the greatest heroes in the world. Izuku. More like the greatest villains. 1. Katsumi. Shut up Deku. 1. Izuku. Do you want to be banished to the spirit realm? This shut her mouth, but still glaring at Izuku. Nezu. If you ever attack my guests, I'll personally throw you to Tartarus and I'll pay the guards to make you drop the soap. 5. Time skip thanks to Kurumi. 4. The Shaolin monks got on dojo and returned to their temple. Izuku is now walking through the city. Then a little girl with white hair and a horn on her right side of the forehead bumped into his leg. Izuku. Kneel, hey there, little one. Are you alright? Then a voice come and the girl got scared. Eri, stop disturbing the nice man. Look at Izuku, thought. Shit, he's the Monkey King. I have to be careful. Izuku looked at the person and recognized him as Overhaul, one from Shidai case. Izuku. It's okay. But why she's covered in bandages? Overhaul. She's clumsy. Izuku. It's too many bandages for only falling. Overhaul. Look, I just want to leave. Can I have my daughter back? Izuku. Sorry, but you can't fool me. Izuku created a clone of himself. Izuku. Go, me. Clone. Okay, me. The clone summoned a cloud and leave. Izuku vanished and punched Overhaul in the face, breaking the mask and sending him in the wall. Izuku. You think you can escape for what you did to an innocent child? Overhaul got up and charged at Izuku. But Izuku formed a circle with his hands and then his hands started to tremble and then Izuku punched Overhaul straight in the chest with his fists, sending Overhaul back to the wall. 1. Izuku. You won't escape from my wrath. Overhaul tried to touch Izuku, but Izuku caught his finger and raised his pinky. Izuku. Say hi to Tai Lung, she and Kai from me. Skadoosh. Izuku flexed his pinky down and banished Overhaul to the spirit realm. Overhaul is now in the spirit realm. Overhaul. Where am I? In the spirit realm. Overhaul turned and saw. Tai Lung. I saw what you did and I feel disgusted. I was evil when I was alive, but even I wouldn't hurt an innocent child. 15. Tai Lung started to beat the shit out of Overhaul. Back to living realm. Izuku goes to where his clone was and he arrived at the hospital. Izuku. Is she's alright? Clone. A nurse put her in a room. Izuku. Thanks, I'll take it from here. Clone. Okay. And the clone disappear. Izuku enter inside and saw a nurse feeding Eri. Izuku. She's gonna be okay. Nurse. I don't know that. From what the results said, she's lacking nutrition. But I believe she's gonna be okay. I'll leave you two alone for some time. And the nurse leave. Izuku. Hey there, Eri. How are you feeling? Izuku give her head pats. Eri for no reason, but she trusted Izuku and she felt his warm touch. Izuku. Don't worry, the bad man won't hurt you anymore. I took care of that. Eri. He won't. Izuku. Nope, you're safe now, Eri. Eri. Who are you? Izuku. My name is Izuku Midoriya. But I also have another name. I'm the Monkey King. Eri. Monkey King. Then Izuku felt the energy of Toshinori, Inko, Eraserhead and Shitai coming towards hospital. Izuku. Wait here, Eri. I need to do something. Izuku goes outside and he saw them. Izuku. What do you want, idiots? Night-Eye. We came here because you ruined months of working. Do you have any idea how many months you made us waste? We were trying to put him in prison. 2. Izuku. And in the time you were working at your stupid case, Eri suffered. And you called yourself heroes. Toshinori. Where's Overhaul? We couldn't find him. Izuku. I banish him in the spirit realm. All 4. What? Izuku. Like I said. I banish him in the spirit realm. Eraserhead. I'm sorry, Monkey King. But turn yourself over. You're under arrest. 11. Izuku. Like you can do that. Don't forget, even if you arrest me, after 100 years, you and the rest of them will die, while I'll be still alive. Shitai goes towards the entrance of the hospital, but Izuku got in front of him. Izuku. Where do you think you're going? Night-Eye. To take that kid for evidence. Izuku. Touch her and you'll face me. Pull Rui Jingu Bang. Night-Eye. Get out of my way. I need to take that brat and after I'm done, she'll be in an orphanage because no one want that curse. 7. Izuku eyes glowed golden. Izuku. I warn you. Izuku moved fast and kicked Shitai in the face, sending him on the street. Izuku then walked towards him. Shitai got up and attacked Izuku with his stamp, but Izuku smashed them with his bare hands. Izuku. You'll face the wrath of the Monkey King. Shitai charged at Izuku with an assault of punches, but Izuku dodged every hit. Then Izuku punched Shitai with a strong punch, but Izuku still hold back. Shitai is on the ground, but didn't want to give up. He charged again at Izuku, but Izuku kicked him into another wall. Night-Eye. Asterisk got up, you can't beat me. You're just a quirkless waste of space. Launch a punch. 2. Izuku caught his point finger. Izuku. I'm not a quirkless waste of space. I am the Monkey King. Raise his pinky, say hi to Overhaul from me. Skadoosh. Flex his pinky. 1. Izuku banished Shitai to the spirit realm as well. 3. Izuku. Asterisk look at Toshinori, don't ever forget the gap between you and me again. And Izuku goes to stay with Eri, while Toshinori even now couldn't believe of how powerful Izuku is now. 2. Meanwhile on mountain are 2 person. One was an old female with long red hair and a pea on her shoulder. 3. Wuya. The Monkey King is starting to piss me off. Hannibal. Don't worry, once we bring Aku back, he can revive Shinnok back, Overlord and also Vachu, Avatar Korra. Correct me if I spell it wrong. All 5 of us together and the world will be ours. Not even Monkey King or Lord Raiden will stop us. 6. Wuya. The problem is that we don't know where Aku is. Hannibal. That's true, but we'll find him. Meanwhile at the Fire Garden. Raiden. Just as I was feared. Then the 2 Grandmaster came. Hanzo. Lord Raiden, did you call us? Kue. What happened? Raiden. Grandmaster Hisashi, Grandmaster Liang. Just as I feared, Wuya and Hannibal Roy Bean are looking for Aku. Once Aku will be restored, Hell revive Shinnok, Vachu and Overlord. We cannot let this happen. I already told Sonya Blade, Johnny Cage and Cassandra Cage to alert Master Wu. Avatar Korra already know about it after I told her through the spirit realm. You need to tell Monkey King as well. We need all the help we can get. 1. Both. Understood. Hanzo. We'll go and tell Izuku about this. And they leave. No one pav. Eri got better with Izuku. She smiles every time Izuku did something for her when they play Simon Say. Now, Eri is with Nezu and Izuku is walking through the crowd of people who are here to watch the sport festival. Nezu promised that nobody from Izuku past would get to Eri. Izuku didn't really care about the festival since he doesn't want to be a hero anymore, but he has to do his job as security. Then he heard a voice. Well, if he ain't the Monkey King. Izuku turned and he saw. 5. Izuku. Hey, Jack. How's life? Jack. Good. Thanks for asking. Izuku. What are you doing here? Are you here for trouble? Jack. Nah, I'm here on vacation. Want to grab a bite? 4. Izuku. Sure. They got to buy some food. While they're doing that, Izuku told Jack about 1A. Jack. What jerks. Calling them villains will be an insult to me and any other villains, and calling them heroes is an insult to heroes. 3. Izuku. I know that. If my duty is the Monkey King to protect the world from forces of evil or demons, now they'll be dead right now. Jack. Sometimes I hate you for standing in my way to rule the world, Izuku. But know that you're an awesome guy, and when we're not fighting, we can hang out. 3. Izuku. Category. They finished their food and Izuku goes to take Eri from Nezu. Nezu. Good to see you again, nephew. Izuku. Thanks uncle. I came here to take Eri with me. Come Eri. Eri goes to Izuku and he picked her up and they leave. Eri is also immortal because Izuku give her a peach and a pill. They goes to the civilians watching spots and there they see B where Izuku handed Eri to B. Izuku. Be nice with B, Snowball. Eri. I will, Papa. I love mommy fighter. B loved Eri and so does the other girls. With Izuku. He continues to patrol the area. Then he dodged a chain spear. Izuku then dodged an ice attack. 2 people make them appear. One was wearing yellow, the other was wearing blue. Hanzo and Kue charge at Izuku. Izuku managed to jump and snatch one Hanzo sword. Kue created a sword of ice and Hanzo draw his other sword. The 3 engage in battle. A crowd of people formed around them. Izuku managed to destroy Kue's ice sword. Then he disarmed Hanzo and put him. Izuku pointed the sword to Hanzo. Hanzo. Well done. Izuku lowered his sword and helped both to get up. Hanzo. You have become stronger, Monkey King. Izuku. You honor me, Master Hisashi. Bow and give Hanzo his sword. Kue. You become stronger, but most importantly, you're a good friend. Izuku. Thank you, Master Lin Kuei. All 3 bow to each other. Hanzo. Lord Raiden sent us with a message. Kue. Wuya and Hannibal Roy Bean are looking for Aku. Hanzo. If Aku is back, the world will fall in darkness. Izuku. Jack told me about Aku. We're going to need all the help possible to stop it from happening. I'm going to ask help to the Hashira. I already sense 2 energy from 2 members. Hanzo. Thank you, Monkey King. Kue. Lord Raiden will come tomorrow, we'll discuss our plan. And they leave. Izuku goes to Shinobu and Mitsuri and told them about Aku and everything. 2. On the way to them, 1A blocked his way. Izumi. Where do you think you're going, Deku? Izuku. Like it's your business. Shoto. Looks like the weakling talked back to his superior. It's time to teach him a lesson. 5. Izuku. Didn't you got sent into a wall when you tried to attack me? Shoto. Shut up. Shoto launched fire at Izuku. Izuku. Nope. Izuku changed into his fire sage form and absorbed the fire. Izuku. Did you forget about my fire sage form? 2. Shoto and Shoka got angry that their fire is useless against Izuku fire sage form. Izuku. Now, I have to go. Izuku jumped over them and leave. 1A look at Izuku leaving with anger and fury. 1A. How are you so strong, quirkless freak? 5. With Izuku. Izuku meet with Shinobu and Mitsuri. Izuku. Hey Shinobu. Hey Mitsuri. Once they saw Izuku, they rushed and Shinobu hugged Izuku tight, pressing her melons on his chest. Izuku. It's good to see you two again. Shinobu. It's good to see you as well, Izuku. Mitsuri. Izuku. Shinobu let Izuku go and get out of the way. Izuku. Hey Mitsu. Izuku didn't had to finish because Mitsuri jumped and hugged Izuku, tackled him on the ground and having her breasts on his face. Meanwhile Minoru Mineta was hiding behind a corner and saw everything and having a nosebleed. Minoru thought, how is that quirkless bastard got many girls than me? I'm more sexy and attractive than him. 22. Back to Izuku, Shinobu and Mitsuri. Mitsuri got off Izuku. Izuku. Get serious, we need to talk about something. Shinobu and Mitsuri knew that when Izuku is serious is something that shouldn't be talked in joke. Shinobu. What is it? Izuku. Unfortunately we can't talk here because a certain pervert is hiding behind a corner. Izuku moved fast and grabbed Minoru by the back of his uniform and raised him up. Minoru. How did you knew I was hiding? Izuku. Did you forget who am I? Shinobu walked towards Minoru. Shinobu. What an interesting boy here. Minoru. A nice girl finally found me interesting. In the future you may call me husband. Shinobu touched Minoru's eyelids. Shinobu. Sorry, but I'm not interested in you. I already have someone. Minori. With whose are you dating that's better than the man in front of you? Shinobu. I'm not interested in perverts or bullies. I could cough your eyeballs out. Or should I cut your stomach and pull your intestines? 1. Minoru pissed his pants when he heard that. Izuku let him go and he run away like there's no tomorrow. Izuku. Laugh, you scared the shit out of him, Shinobu. Shinobu. Thank you, but I was serious about everything. Even that I have someone. Shinobu wrapped her hands around Izuku and kissed him on the lips, shocking Izuku. Mitsuri. Hey, I wanted to do that. Mitsuri pushed Shinobu from Izuku and kissed him too. 1. Time skip thanks to Kurumi. 1. The sport festival ended. Katsuki defeat Izumi and won the festival. All Might then come and give to the 3 students who managed to get to the top. First he placed on Shoto neck who get to 3rd place after losing to Izumi. Tenya should also be on 3rd place, but he leave due to some family issues. Then he placed on Izumi neck and congratulate her. Izumi thought take that deku. 5. All Might finally got to Katsuki who was chained and had a muzzle on his mouth. He placed the medal on his mouth. Katsuki spit the medal on the ground. Katsuki. I don't want this medal, All Might. I want to crush Deku. No one except the ones who knew what he was talking about. Who was Deku? Then Izuku jumped and landed in the middle of the festival. Izuku. I have no intentions to fight a villain. Katsuki. What did you call me? Izuku. You heard me. The way you and your sister yell die every seconds rise suspicious around you and your attitude is no different than a villain. Katsumi in her seat is growling with anger because Deku is calling her a villain. Izuku. And the same thing can be said about your class. How about the Todoroki's twins? The way they act in judging that Enduhor is their father who's an abuser of the family also rise suspicious. Shoto on his 3rd place got a fury in his eyes and wanted nothing more than to rip Izuku's head, but many eyes were on them. Izuku. Or how about Izumi Yagi who showed in this festival 2 types of quirks. At the USJ, a creature called Nomu had multiple quirks. Indicating that a villain can give quirks. All Might was smiling, but underneath that smile is hiding anger towards Izuku. How could he accuse his perfect daughter of working with AFO? And also almost expose the secret of OFA. 2. Then a bolt of lightning strike and appear. Raiden. Bow Monkey King. Izuku. Bow Lord Raiden. Katsuki. WHO the hell are you, extra? 3. Izuku. Hey Mutt, zip it, you have no idea with who are you talking about. Izuku turned back to Raiden. Izuku. What is it Lord Raiden? Raiden. They started to act. They already revive Mala Mala Jong. We must stop them. 1. Izuku. Understood. And Raiden leave with Izuku while everyone was wondering what was happening. No one pav. Izuku and Raiden arrived at the military operation. Then Izuku dodge a fire attack and a razor hat. 2 months attack Izuku. Izuku begin to fight back and all 3 fight each other for a bit. Raiden. I believe it's enough sparring, you 3. Izuku. Asterisk Bo, it's good to see you 2 again. Kung Lao and Liu Kang. Kung Lao. It's good to see you again, Izuku. Liu Kang. How are you doing? Izuku. Good, thanks for asking. Liu Kang. How's Hisashi? Izuku. Dad is doing okay. He's spending time with my daughter. The 3 of them talked while they walked to the discussion room. Kung Lao. Izuku, brace for impact. Izuku. What are yo? Izuku didn't had to finish because he was tackled to the ground by a hug. It's good to see you again, Izuku. Izuku. It's good to see you too, Cassie. Izuku got up and so did Cassie, but then Cassie grabbed Izuku by the scarf and kissed him on the lips, shocking him. Jackie. Takeda, where are my 20 bucks? Takeda. Asterisk give 20 bucks to Jackie, dammit. Izuku. Takeda, Jackie. Good to see you 2 again. Takeda. It's good to see you again too, Izuku. Sonya. As much as I love this reunion, we have important business to attend to. Izuku. Asterisk Bo General. They walked to the monitor to discuss, but Sonya and Izuku remained a little behind. Sonya grabbed Izuku by the scarf. Sonya. Try to make my daughter cry and I'll give you a beating of a lifetime. Izuku. Asterisk scared noted. 1. Sonya let go and goes to the others. Izuku thought, I'm the immortal Monkey King, Sun Wukong. I'm one of the strongest being in the world and yet I'm scared of a mortal. Look at Sonya. Okay, I'll rather be scared of an angry mother. 7. They arrived at the monitor room where there was Kue Liang, Hanzo Hasashi, Korra, Samurai Jack, the ninjas, the Shaolin monks and Cyrax. 1. Izuku. Asterisk crying Cyrax, is that you? Cyrax. Yes Izuku, I'm back, not as a machine, but as a human. They hugged each other for a bit because they missed each other. Johnny. Now that everyone is here, we can begin. Jax. Let's go. Sonya started the monitor. Sonya. As we know, Wuya and Hannibal Roy Bean are working together to resurrect Aku. They already revived Mala Mala Jong. Jack. There are also Aku minions who are looking for him as well. Izuku. And Chase Young as well. Johnny. It's true, but we haven't heard of Chase Young for a bit. Jax. If Aku is back, he'll revive Shinnok, Vachu and Overlord. Izuku. There's something that doesn't add up here. Raiden. What do you mean, Izuku? Izuku. Why would Wuya and Hannibal want to revive Shinnok, Vachu and Overlord? Wouldn't all of them want to conquer the world by themselves? 1. Sonya. Even if that's true, we need to prepare for battle if that's the case. Kung Lao. I'm going to ask the monks from our temple to help us. Liu Kang. I'm going to Outworld to ask help from Katana. Raiden. Be careful out there Liu Kang. We heard from Kotal that Shao Kahn and Sindel have escaped. Liu Kang. I understand, Lord Raiden. Izuku. I'll go and ask help from the Hashira and my friends. And everyone leave to prepare for battle. Izuku got on a cloud and got ready to leave, but Raiden stood him. Raiden. Monkey King, wait. Izuku. What is it, Lord Raiden? Raiden. I want you to have this. Raiden hand Izuku Shinnok amulet. Izuku. Why are you giving me this? Raiden. I trust you to keep this amulet away from me. You're the purest soul I know. Izuku. Thank you for trusting me, Lord Raiden. And Izuku leave. Izuku right now is on the way to Hashira and ask them for help, but first he'll go to Feeder, B and Chun-Li and Misty to ask them for help as well. Use me. Izuku looked at the amulet Raiden give him. Izuku. It looks like you can talk. Amulet. Indeed, and I know you, Izuku Midoriya. The immortal Monkey King. With my power, you can defeat Aku when he'll come. Izuku. Do you really think that I'm that stupid? I know what you did to Lord Raiden. I'll never use your power. Amulet. No matter who are you, you won't resist for long. Even if you are the purest soul, you'll use my power. 7. Izuku. I don't think so. I'm gonna put you somewhere where you won't be able to be used again. Izuku resumed his walk to feed her house, but then. Deku. Izuku. Sigh. Izuku turned and he saw 1A looking at him with anger. Izuku. What do you want? I'm in a hurry. Izumi. We want to know who was the guy who came at the festival. Izuku. For your information, that was Lord Raiden. God of Thunder. Shoto. Like I'm gonna believe that guy was a god. Izuku. Believe what you want, but it's true. Now I have to leave. Katsuki. Not until you fight me. Izuku. Let me think. No. Izumi. Why not, Deku? Are you afraid of losing to your superiors? 2. Izuku. Didn't I beat you at the battle training? Izumi. You got lucky that time. Izuku. I simply soul punch you. Izumi. Shut up, you shouldn't be this strong. You were supposed to be a bug under our shoe. You're just a stupid monkey with a stupid power. 5. Izuku. At least my power won't kill me. 1A. What? Izuku. Looks like Toshinori didn't told you. Izumi. Told me what, Deku? Izuku. OFA is not suited to be used by a person who already possess a quirk. It never was. A quirk person who has OFA will have their lives drained. Momo. You're lying. You're just jealous because All Might choose Izumi to have OFA and not you. Izuku. Why would I be jealous of that weak power? My power easily surpassed OFA by a lot. And the proof that Izumi is dying is the cracks on her body. Izumi. Eyes wide. How did you know about my cracks? 1. Izuku. When I was fighting against you, I used my golden eyes to see through the building and I saw cracks through your clothes. Ajiro. You're bluffing. It's no bluff. Izumi got on her knees and vomited a yellow orb of energy. The orb turned into Nana Shimura. Nana. Izuku Midoriya, the immortal Monkey King. I believe you know who I'm. Izuku. The hero who died a long time ago. Paragon aka Nana Shimura. Nana. Indeed, but I'm also your grandma. Inko is my daughter. Izuku. I figured it out, you were familiar. Nana. I never had the chance to meet you. Izuku. I know you hate. If I knew it that Toshinori would turn like this, I would never give him OFA in the first place. Nana looked down from guilt, she couldn't look at Izuku. Izuku. Why would I hate you? Nana raised his head and looked at Izuku. Izuku. Like you said, I never meet you. Why would I be mad at someone I never meet? Nana. Izuku. Izuku. And I know that you saw a good person inside Toshinori, maybe he'll go back to how he was. Nana. Before I go. Izuku, would you like to have OFA? 1. Izumi gritted her teeth because Nana want to give OFA to Izuku. Izuku. Number. Nana. Why? Izuku. Grandma, I'm the immortal Monkey King. I believe you know what I'm capable of. Nana. Yes, Izuku. OFA is not even 10% of my full power. I know that OFA is a good quirk in the right hands. Nana. You're right, but will you cure Izumi of the curse? Denki. Wait, the curse is real. Nana. Yes, Izumi will die in 7 years. Izumi. Begging, please grandma. You have to save me. Nana. Even if I want to save you, I can't. Izuku. Can you save her, right? Izuku. Yes, I can give her an immortal peach and she'll be saved from the curse. Nana. Wouldn't that make Izumi immortal? Izuku. Number. The effect of the peach will be absorbed in the curse. The curse will be still in her, but it will drain the peach, not her life force. It will be just like normal. But I won't do it. Nana. May I ask why? Izuku. Because my duty as the Monkey King is to protect the peoples from demons and forces of evil, not their own doing. I'm sorry grandma, it was her choice. Nana. I understand. And Nana hugged Izuku, who hugged back. Then Nana turned into the orb and entered back to Izumi. Izuku. And now you know it was true what I said. Mina. You have to save Izumi. Give her that peach. Izuku. Like I said, my duty is to protect peoples from demons and forces of evil. Not their own doing. She chose to have OFA and now she must support the consequences. 1A got ready to fight Izuku. 3. Katsuki. Listen here, Deku. After I beat you, you're going to cure Izumi. I wouldn't fight Monkey King if I were you. They turned and they saw Izuku. Hey, Chase. How are you doing, Chase? Good. I just wanted to see you. Chase started to open a can and to pour his Lao Mang Lone soup in a bowl. Izuku. I see you brought yourself some Lao Mang Lone soup. Chase. Every time I got a cup before victory. 1A charged at Chase, who just finished his soup and got ready to fight. Chase. If you want to fight, you got one time skip, thanks to Neko Kurumi. 5. Chase defeated easily 1A and he wasn't even serious. 5. Then Chase leave Izuku also leave to tell Feeder, B, Chun-Li and Misty about the mission and that they need every help they can get. No one Pav, Izuku and Hisashi are in the plane that goes to China. Hisashi will be training at the Temple of Light, while Izuku will go to the Peace Valley and train with Ogwe. While they were in the plane, Izuku closed his eyes and took a breath, focusing his mind as he entered his inner world. As he opened his eyes, he found himself in a vast, lush forest, surrounded by towering trees and chirping birds. In front of him stood a figure that had power and wisdom, Sun Wukong, the legendary Monkey King himself. Izuku felt a surge of excitement and reverence as he realized he was in the presence of his ancestor. Sun Wukong. Smile, welcome, young one. I am here to guide you on your journey to unlock the full extent of your powers. By the time we finish, you'll be landing in China. And by the way, say hi to Ogwe from me. Izuku nodded eagerly, ready to learn from the greatest warrior in Chinese mythology. Together, they began their training, with Sun Wukong teaching Izuku the ancient techniques of martial arts and combat. As they sparred and practiced, Izuku could feel his body becoming stronger and more agile. With each move, he tapped into the immense power and potential that lay dormant within him, embracing his role as the reincarnation of Sun Wukong. Hours passed in the mindscape, but to Izuku, it felt like an eternity as he absorbed every lesson and skill that Sun Wukong imparted to him. Finally, as the sun began to set and the sky turned a fiery orange, Izuku collapsed to his knees, exhausted but exhilarated. Sun Wukong stood before him, a proud smile on his face. Sun Wukong. You have done well, my descendant. Your journey has just begun, but I have no doubt that you will rise to greatness and fulfill your destiny as the new Monkey King. With renewed determination and confidence, Izuku bowed to his ancestor and thanked him for his guidance. As he returned to the real world, he knew that he had taken a crucial step towards mastering his powers and becoming worthy of the legacy of Sun Wukong. The plane landed. Izuku and Hisashi exit and they hugged each other. Izuku. Don't worry, Dad. I'll visit you many times. Hisashi. So do I, son. Be careful and I love you. Izuku. I love you too, Dad. Hisashi powers firebending, immense strength that put All Might down with only a finger, way of elements and many others. Izuku goes to the Peace Valley, but not before to change into some more authentic clothes. He wanted to wear his clothes that Sun Wukong give him, but that will attract so much attention, so he decided to play low. Once he got to the pickup area, he would hear someone calling out to him. He would then look in the direction of the voice and notice the outline of a duck. He would walk towards them. Izuku. Huh? Are you the person who was asked to pick me up? Yep. My name's Zung. It's nice to meet you, Izuku. Is nice to meet you as well. I guess I'll be with you for a bit. Zung. Yep. Let's get going. Master Shifu doesn't like it when people are late. Izuku. I guess I'll be training under him too. Anyways, let's get going. They would then make their way towards a car, and once they got inside they would drive for a while and stop once they got to a dirt road. Zung. I hope you don't mind walking. Izuku. I don't mind it. Izuku would then pick up Zung and put him on his shoulder. Zung. Wow. Izuku. I can tell you won't be able to keep up with my speed. So I thought this would be a good idea. Zung. Hee well, let's get going. Izuku. Hi. Izuku would begin his walk towards the Valley of Peace. After a bit of walking, Izuku would get flashbacks from his previous life. Izuku. We're getting closer to the valley. Zung. You're able to tell just by how. Izuku. I'm Sun Wukong descendant and I saw my memories from when I was here. Zung. Interesting. No wonder Ogway spoke about you. Izuku. I can do more than remembering my past life. I believe you were here. Izuku would then look into the direction of the Valley of Peace. Zung. Yep. It's the Valley of Peace, it's beautiful ain't it? 1 Izuku. Well. I only saw when I was in past life, but a lot of things change. Zung. Oh. Indeed. Things change. Izuku. It's fine. There's nothing that can be done. Sometimes changes are good. The old things make room for new things. Izuku would continue walking towards the valley. Once they got to the city, Izuku would smell some food being made. He would follow the smell. Zung. Oh, it's Mr. Ping's noodle shop. Izuku. Noodle shop. I won't mind eating something. I'm sure they wouldn't mind a quick meal. They would walk inside and sit down. Hello. My name is Mr. Ping, well to my noodle shop what can I get for you? Izuku. I don't know what to order, everything looked good. Ping. Well, I'll make you our famous noodles that I recommend for everyone. Izuku. Alright. Zung would get what he wants then Ping would leave to go make the noodles. After a bit of waiting Izuku would then notice someone large about to trip. He would then help him. Izuku. Careful, you were about to trip. Oh, thanks, I haven't seen you before? Izuku. Oh, I'm new to China. I'm here to train under the Grandmaster Ogway. Really? Then you must be very skilled, Izuku. I would say I am. It's nice to meet you. My name is Izuku Midoriya. I wish I can be a kung fu master, Izuku. If you want, I can help you. I trained in renewal taekwondo. Ah. Of course. My name is Po, for Izuku. It's nice to meet Po. I hope we can be friends in the future. Po. Me too. Izuku would then help Po take the food to their tables. Then Izuku would shake Po's hand. And then Izuku would then sit down and notice his food was at his table. So he would eat. Izuku. Wow. It's good. This is one of the best noodles I've had. Zung. They're the best noodles in the Valley of Peace. Izuku. That's amazing. Well, I'm done. How much was this? Izuku would then be told the amount. Izuku would leave the correct about and leave a bit extra for them. Izuku. CYA Mr. Ping, Po, it was nice meeting you too. They would say their goodbyes and Izuku and Zung would head towards the Jade Palace. They would notice then among of stairs to walk up. Izuku. Good thing we took a break. Izuku would then put Zung on his shoulder and walk up the stairs. Once they got up there Zung would have asked for the door to be open, and it would have. And Zung would hop off his shoulder and ask for Izuku to head inside. Izuku. Cool. Izuku would look around to all the items in the room. Izuku. They all have interesting energies around them. Because the items are special. Izuku. Izuku would notice the energy of the person in front of him. It was strong and powerful and he could tell he was a wise person. You must be the Monkey King descendant. Izuku. Why yeah I am. My name is. I'm aware Izuku. I must say. Your power's control is very impressive, but I can tell you're holding a lot of anger inside. Izuku. Well. You can say I've had a bad experience in the past, Master Ogway. Ogway. Come here, follow me. Izuku would then follow Ogway and stop once they got in front of a pool of water. Ogway. You mustn't let your bad past affect you. Take this water pool for example, my friend. Ogway would look at the waters, he would then tap it with his staff. Ogway. Your mind is like this water, my friend. When it is agitated, it becomes difficult to see. He would then put the staff inside making the water stop the ripple effect. Ogway. But if you allow it to settle, the answer becomes clear. Do you understand? Izuku. I believe I do. I shouldn't let my past affect in the now, and they shouldn't dictate what I want to do. I'm my own person who can choose his destiny. Smiles. Ogway. That's right. Now then. Let's go meet your other trainers. Izuku. All right. Izuku would then follow Ogway to the training grounds. Once they got there they would see 6 people. Master Ogway. They all would bow. Ogway. No need to bow. I'm here to introduce you all to Izuku. He'll be stay with us for a while. So this is the student that your friend wanted us to help train. Master, I don't see a need to train him. He has teachers that can teach him. Izuku. Yes I am, and rude. Ogwe. My friend Shifu that no way to speak. Shifu. Right, sorry. Looks at Izuku asterisk well. Why don't we see what you got? Tigress. You'll go up against him. Tigress. Are you sure, master? Izuku. I can hold my own. Just because you're a master of kung fu doesn't mean you should underestimate your opponent. That will be your downfall. Tigress. Ogwe. Why don't we begin our little spar? Both Izuku and Tigress would take their places and get to go their stances. Izuku took his renewal taekwondo pose. Tigress thought, what is that stance? Tigress thought, whatever. Izuku would begin to read Tigress's energy and predict her next move. She would then rush Izuku with an onslaught of attacks, but Izuku would predict and counter all her attacks. Wow, he's actually blocking all her attacks. Ogwe. You would be incorrect, monkey. Monkey. What do you mean? Ogwe. Izuku isn't just blocking all Tigress attacks. He's predicting and counter all those attacks. How is he able to do that? Ogwe. By reading her energy. They would continue to watch the spar between the two. But Izuku would notice something about Tigress' energy. Izuku thought she's fighting to get acknowledged, but why? Izuku would then notice an opening and then hit Tigress with a powerful punch, sending her flying back. He would then see her get back up, so he would take another stance, but this one was more towards going on the offensive. Ogwe. I believe that's enough. Izuku and Tigress would then stop at the request of Master Ogwe. Ogwe. So, what do you think, Shifu? He has potential. He needs work. And Tigress. You need more work. Izuku. If you don't mind me saying, I believe Tigress did her best. She just underestimated her opponent. I don't see anything that needs to be worked on. Shifu. I'm the master here, Izuku. All I see is a control idiot. That wants things to go his way. Shifu. What did you say, Ogwe? Enough, Shifu. May I have a word with you? Izuku would watch them walk away. Izuku would just sigh and leave to where he's going to sleep. He would go set his stuff down. He would then get on his tail and begin to meditate. He would then hear someone knock on his door. Izuku. Who is it? Tigress. It's me. Izuku. What? Are you here to tell me off for speak to your master like that? Because sorry to say, I'm not going to apologize. Tigress. No. I wanted to thank you for sticking up for me. Izuku. It's cool. I don't like seeing stuck-up jerks. So I just gave him my opinion is all. Nothing more, nothing less. I hope you don't mind. I'll like to sleep. I walked all the way here. Good night. Tigress. Night. Once Izuku woke up, he would prepare some breakfast for him. They would then be asked to follow Master Ogwe and Shifu. They would, and they would be taken to a different place and see people beginning to enter the courtyard. Izuku would be asked to stand next to Ogwe. They would then begin with the event. Izuku. What is happening? Ogwe. We're going to be picking the Dragon Warrior. Izuku. Dragon Warrior. Interesting. Izuku would then remember Poe's energy was an interesting feeling. Izuku thought, could he be the Dragon Warrior? Izuku would then sense Poe's aura coming. He'd be told to pay attention to the event by Shifu. Izuku thought, whatever. Izuku would just watch the energies of the Furious Five and try to guess what was happening. After a bit, Izuku would notice Ogwe walking to the center. He would hear sounds of firecrackers going off. He would see Poe's energy going into the air. He would then see him crash down in front of Ogwe. He would then hear Ogwe say that Poe was chosen to be the Dragon Warrior. Everyone, Izuku. What? Izuku thought, I guess you'll get your wish, Poe. The next day, the Furious Fives were not happy about Poe being the Dragon Warrior. Izuku would decide to take a small break from his training to see if he could speak with Master Ogwe. Ogwe. What is it, my young student? Izuku. Well, it's just, I can feel the others' energies. And they aren't really in a happy mood about Pooh being the Dragon Warrior. Ogwe. What do you feel about it? Izuku. I'm happy for him. I actually met Po on my way here. And his energy was nothing like I've seen. He has potential to be one of the best kung fu master out there. But the others don't believe in him. It's like when I saw Po, I saw myself before I awakened my powers. Ogwe. Then why don't you help prove them wrong? Izuku. Alright. Izuku would then bow and leave to head to find Po and help train him. Once he got to the training hall, everyone was standing while Po was in the training area. Izuku. Huh. What's happening? Crane. The panda is. Izuku. His name is Po. Crane. Right. He's doing the training. Mantis. Oh. Izuku would then see Po crawl towards them. Po. How did I do? Shifu. There is now a level 0. Izuku would then heal Po using a healing power Sun Wukong teach him in his mindscape. After that they would head back to the housing. On the way Izuku would listen to them make fun of Po. Izuku. Alright. I've had it. They would turn to look at him. Izuku. What's hell is your guys' deal with Po? He didn't do anything to you all. Yet you guys are treating him like shit. Mantis. Not to be rude, but why you do Izuku? Don't even start, Mantis, or I swear I'll fry you in a pan. And to why I'm defending him, because I see him as a good guy, and he has potential. Crane. You must be going, Izuku. I don't want to hear it from you, bird with a small brain. Tigress would then get into Izuku face. Tigress. I don't understand what your problem is. Izuku. My problem is you 5 treating Po like shit, hasn't done anything to warrant this. So what, he became the dragon warrior and not you. Tigress would then punch Izuku in the face, making him take a step back down the stairs. Viper. Tigress. Izuku would then use his healing ability. Tigress hurt Izuku because Izuku is at the beginning. Izuku. Did I hit a nerve? What, are you jealous of him? That someone like Po was chosen to be the dragon warrior, and not you. Tigress. TCH. I don't understand you and Ogwe what you see in that panda. She would then walk away and Izuku would stand unchanged. He could tell the others were staring at him. Izuku. What, got something to say? They wouldn't say anything and just walk away. Izuku. TCH. I guess this is the true color of the Great Furious 5. Just a bunch of arrogant people. Sigh, but my opinion of Po won't change. I know he'll do great things. He would then walk to his room. Po would have heard everything and feel like he wanted to thank Izuku for sticking up for him. Izuku would be in a meditation position and would hear Po trying to make his way of his room without waking everyone. He would then hear the conversation between Crane and with Tigress. He would be angry at them but then figured out a way to annoy them all. The next morning he would notice Po wasn't there but felt his energy somewhere else. He would follow it and found him training by himself. Izuku. Yo. Need some help? Po. Huh? Oh, Izuku. Yes, I would like that. Izuku would smile and go help him with weight training he wanted to do. After a bit he would feel the other energies and get annoyed. Izuku thought, alright, let's get this over with. Izuku would then see Shifu come in with the other. Shifu. What are you doing here, Izuku? What does it look like? He's training and I'm helping him. Shifu. Shifu. I wasn't, Izuku. I don't care who you were talking to. I won't allow you to disrespect my friend. Izuku would then help Po get off Shifu. Sigh, did you honestly believe he could do a full split in less than a night? Izuku. Anything is possible. Shifu. Wrong. It takes years to develop one's flexibility, and years longer to apply them, in combat. Tigress. HMPH. Izuku would roll his eyes. After that Shifu would have the 5 spar against Po. He would watch their energies and how they would beat on Po. But he could tell with each time Po not giving up it would annoy Shifu. Then it came to Shifu's turn with he shows no mercy to Po and would hit him down the stairs. Once Po got back up the stairs and to the housing. Izuku was having enough of how they treat Po. Izuku. Alright, I had enough of this. Izuku pulled Rui Jingu Bang from his ear and stomped on the ground, making everyone quiet. Shifu. How did you do that? Izuku. For a kung fu master, you sure are an idiot. Look at Furious 5 *, the same goes for you. You claim to be great warriors, but none of you, only Master Ogwe, know who I really am. Izuku had always been a loyal friend to Po, the lovable panda who always seemed to be underestimated by everyone around him. But then he had to step in as tensions rose and the insults became too much to bear. Izuku revealed his true form to the Furious Five and Shifu, his eyes glowing with determination and anger. Crane. This power. He's Shifu, the immortal Monkey King, Sun Wukong descendant. Izuku would not stand by and watch as his friend was treated so unfairly. The battle was fierce and intense, with Izuku using his power and outmaneuver his opponents. The Furious Five and Shifu were shocked by his strength and agility, realizing they had underestimated him just as they had underestimated Po. In the end, Izuku emerged victorious, standing proudly beside his friend Po as they watched the Furious Five and Shifu on the ground. From that day on, they knew not to mess with the reincarnation of the legendary Monkey King, for he would always be there to defend those he cared about. And Po, grateful for Izuku's unwavering loyalty and bravery, knew he had a true friend in him. Izuku would have healed him and meditate and listen to Viper and Mantis giving Po acupuncture. He would then heard Tigress speak about Tail Lung. This would pique Izuku's interest and decide to listen in. Izuku thought, so that's why he's a grumpy man. At the dinner table Izuku tried Po cooking and he loved. Then he and the Furious Four are laughing at Po imitate Shifu. Izuku. Not bad, but check this out. Izuku used his powers to shape into Shifu. Izuku. Shifu. I'm the greatest kung fu masters in all the time, but I'm also a grumpy old man who always says stuff without sense. But all that stopped when Shifu came and told them that Ogway is no longer alive and that Po is their only hope. Mantis. Look at Izuku, why don't you fight Tai Lung? You're the Monkey King after all. Izuku. Because it's not my destiny to fight Tai Lung. At night Izuku would sense the Furious Five leaving. Izuku thought, I hope they're not doing what I think they're doing. In the morning Izuku would sense Po and Shifu leaving and goes after them. Once they stopped, Izuku saw how Shifu trained Po with food. Izuku. I see you two have gotten along. Smiles Shifu. Yes. We have, and wish to apologize for my actions in the past. Izuku. I should also apologize. I was acting on with my feelings and not my head. Bows, I hope you understand that I mean no offense. Master. Shifu. Smiles and bows back, it's okay, Monkey King. They resumed their training and now after the training, they returned. They would then hear what it sounds like wing flaps. They would look to the sound and see Crane flying towards them while carrying the others. Crane would crash land and Izuku would help heal them. Crane. We were no match for his nerve attacks. Shifu. He's has gotten stronger. Po. What, Izuku? But I sensed some blunt force attacks on them. Shifu would have help with the nerves attacks and then would taken everyone to get the dragon scroll. They would watch as Shifu would bring the scroll down. Shifu would hand the scroll to Po, who had some trouble opening it, so he handed it back to Shifu. Then back to Po. Once it was opened, Po would open the scroll and notice it was blank. This would confuse them all. Tigress. What do we do now? Crane. He's going to destroy everything. Shifu. No, evacuate the valley. You must protect the villagers from Tai Long rage. Tigress. What about you, Master? Shifu. I will fight him. Izuku. I'm sorry, but you can't beat him alone. Let me help. Shifu. No. You have to protect the ones in the valley. I'll hold him off long enough for you to escape. Po. Shifu. They'll kill you. Shifu. Then I'll finally pay for my mistake. Listen to me, all of you. It is time to continue your journey. Without me. I'm very proud to have been your master. Bows. They all would have then bowed back to Shifu. Izuku thought, sorry Master Shifu, but I won't let you fight alone. They would then leave Shifu and would go evacuate everyone. Little anyone know Izuku would have created a clone and had his original go wait at the Jade Chambers for the right moment to attack. He would then see Tai Lung standing in front of Shifu. Tai. I've returned home, Master. Shifu. This is no longer your home and I am no longer your master. Tai. Oh yes. You have a new favorite. So where is this Po? Chuckles, did I scare him off? Shifu. This battle is between me and you. Tai. So, that is how it's going to be. Shifu. That is how it must be. Tai Lung would then bring to attack Shifu. And Izuku would watch for the right moment to make his move. He wouldn't see an opening until Tai Lung was about to finish Shifu. Something inside of Izuku snapped, so he would then use his speed to blitz kick Tai Lung. Shifu. I told you to leave. Izuku. Sorry, but I'm a stubborn guy. Tai. If it isn't the infamous Monkey King. Izuku would turn his attention to Tai Lung. Tai Lung would try to attack Izuku from behind, but Izuku would dodge the attack. Izuku. I give you a warning. Leave and you won't feel the wrath of the Monkey King. Tai. Like I'll listen to. Po. Hey, Po. Stairs. Tai. Who are you? Po. Buddy. I'm the Dragon Warrior. Tai. You. Laughs. He's a panda. You're a panda. What you gonna do, big guy? Sit on me. Po. Don't tempt me. Now. I'm gonna use this. Haha. You want to come get it out? Po would have bounced off a pillar and bounce into Tai Lung. Po would then see Tai Lung rush at him. They land in Peace Valley. Izuku goes after them after he healed Shifu. In the serene Peace Valley, the sun was beginning to set as Izuku, the reincarnation of Sun Wukong, and Po, the Dragon Warrior, stood side by side. Air was thick with tension as the menacing figure of Tai Lung approached, his eyes filled with malice and his muscles tense with aggression. Izuku's eyes glowed with a fierce determination as he summoned the powers of the Monkey King. He pulled Rui Jingu Bang from his ear and began to spin it. Po, ever the jovial warrior, cracked his knuckles and assumed a fighting stance, his belly bouncing with each movement. Tai Lung sneered at the duo before him, confident in his own strength and skill. With a roar, he lunged forward, his claws extended to strike. Izuku leapt into action, twirling his staff with incredible speed, deflecting Tai Lung's attacks with precision and grace. Po joined the fray, using his martial arts prowess to deliver powerful blows to Tai Lung's body. The valley echoed with the sounds of their battle, the clash of metal against flesh, and the grunts of exertion filling the air. Despite Tai Lung's formidable skills, Izuku and Po fought with unwavering determination and teamwork. They moved as one, anticipating each other's movements and supporting one another in battle. Tai. You can't defeat me. You're just a big fat panda and monkey. Tai Lung launched an attack at them, but Po caught his pointing finger. Po. I'm not just a big fat panda and neither is Izuku just a monkey. I'm the big fat panda and Izuku is the Monkey King. Izuku and Po stood victorious, their chests heaving with exertion but their spirits soaring with triumph. They had protected Peace Valley, their bond stronger than ever as they stood side by side, ready to face whatever challenges may come their way. Izuku and Po goes to check on Shifu. The next day, Izuku, Po, Shifu and the Furious Five are helping rebuilding. Izuku created clones to help more. Time skipped thanks to Kurumi. The Dragon Warrior, Po, stood face to face in a serene bamboo forest, their eyes filled with determination and respect for each other. The sun was setting, casting a warm glow over the spot ground as they prepared to test each other's skills. Izuku Midoriya, reincarnation of Sun Wukong, cracked his knuckles and adjusted his golden crown, a mischievous grin on his face as he held his staff. Po, ever the humble warrior, took a deep breath and assumed his kung fu stance, his round belly bouncing slightly with each movement. The two warriors exchanged nods before launching into their friendly spar. Izuku moved with lightning speed, his staff whirling through the air as he danced around Po's punches and kicks. Po, although larger in size, matched his opponent's agility with surprising grace, deflecting blows and countering with powerful strikes of his own. Izuku's eyes sparkled with excitement as he saw Po's skill, and he pushed himself even further, unleashing a flurry of attacks that forced Po to step up his defense. The two warriors traded blows back and forth, their movements a beautiful display of martial arts prowess. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the bamboo forest, the two warriors paused, breathing heavily but smiling at each other. Despite their fierce battle, there was no animosity between them, only mutual admiration for each other's strength and skill. Po, thank you for the match, Izuku, bowing respectfully. Izuku, and thank you, Po, returning the bow. You are truly a formidable opponent. With a final nod of respect, a peaceful witness to the bond forged between the Monkey King and the Dragon Warrior through the art of combat. As Izuku, now known as the reincarnation of Sun Wukong, stood before Shifu and the Furious Five at the Jade Palace, he felt a sense of gratitude and respect for all they had taught him. He bowed deeply to each of them, feeling a deep sense of honor at having trained under their guidance. But when he turned to bow to Po, the Panda Warrior surprised him by pulling him into a tight embrace. Po, thank you, Izuku, for being my friend and for always believing in me. You truly are a hero in every sense of the word. 1. Izuku was taken aback by Po's heartfelt words, but he returned the hug with equal sincerity. Izuku. Thank you, Po. You have been a true friend and ally to me as well. I will never forget the bond we shared here at the Jade Palace. With a final nod of appreciation, Izuku bid farewell to his friends and mentors, knowing that he would always carry the lessons and memories of his time at the Jade Palace with him on his next journey as the reincarnation of Sun Wukong. Izuku's first step of becoming a beacon of light and hope was completed. Who knows what future hold for our immortal Monkey King? Izuku Pav. A few weeks passed since I left the Valley of Peace and I'm continuing my journey as the immortal Monkey King. No one Pav. It was a sunny afternoon in a vast, lush forest. Izuku was peacefully walking through the trees, admiring the beauty of nature. Izuku. The peace of the wind make you stop and admire the surroundings. Suddenly, he heard the sound of footsteps approaching. Out of the shadows Samurai Jack, legendary warrior and master swordsman. He took one look at Izuku and immediately assumed he was one of Aku's minions, ready to unleash chaos upon the world. Without hesitation, Samurai Jack drew his sword and charged towards Izuku. Jack. Aku. Izuku. Wait, I'm not one of Aku's minions. Confused and taken aback by the sudden attack, Izuku instinctively began to fight back. He pulled Rui Jingu Bang from his ear and fight back against Samurai Jack, parrying his strikes. Jack. Where did you get Rui Jingu Bang? That's Sun Wukong weapon. 1. Izuku. It's because I'm Sun Wukong. More precisely, his descendant. Jack. Lies. 4. Despite his reluctance to harm another warrior, Izuku knew he had to defend himself against this misunderstanding. The two warriors clashed with incredible speed and skill, their movements like a dance of blades and staffs. Izuku tried to reason with Samurai Jack, explaining that he was not an enemy, but the warrior was too consumed by his belief that Izuku was working for Aku. As the battle raged on, Izuku's determination and power as the reincarnation of Sun Wukong began to overpower Samurai Jack. With a final strike, Izuku disarmed Samurai Jack and pinned him to the ground. Jack. Those moves. You really are Sun Wukong. Realizing his mistake, Samurai Jack looked up at Izuku with respect and admiration. He apologized for his assumption and praised Izuku's skill in combat. Jack. Bow. I apologize for my behavior. I meant no harm. I was blinded by my hatred for Aku. Izuku helped Jack back. Izuku. You don't have to apologize. It was a misunderstanding. 1. The two warriors shared a moment of understanding and mutual respect before parting ways, each carrying a newfound respect for the other's abilities. Jack. Bow. I deeply apologize for the misunderstanding. Izuku. Bow. You don't have to apologize for anything. All of us made mistakes. What's important is how we fixed them. Then they heard a voice. Come. Izuku and Jack looked in the direction of the voice, but they didn't saw anyone. Come. Izuku and Jack stopped and looked again. Come. They continued to walk. Come to me. Come. Jack. Who is there? Izuku. Where are you? Come. Jack. Show your CF. Izuku. Where are you? Come to me. Jack. Coward. Izuku. Come here. Izuku and Jack run. Come to me. Izuku and Jack saw the destroyed land. Jack put his sword back. Jack took a piece of the dirt. Jack. Something heavy has ravaged these islands. Izuku. Yes, I sense the evilness in the air. Jack. A very fami ire heavy. Yes, come to me. Izuku and Jack walked through the ravaged land and saw many bones of the ones who lost their lives. Then they saw a giant stone fortress. which they enter. Come. Izuku and Jack climbed the fortress. Izuku is at the beginning and he couldn't use his powers very well. Come. They reached the entrance. Come. Izuku and Jack step, but they quickly had to dodge some spears lunged at them. The tunnel was about to be closed, but Izuku pulled Rui Jingu Bang from his ear while Jack draw his sword and they make a hole for them. Come. Jack. The voice beckons us further in. Izuku. The voice wants something from us. Jack. Sure he takes us for foo is. To fo iiow deeper into his trap. Then the spike's ceiling comes down. Izuku. A foo I were be. The cave begin to collapse. Izuku and Jack run, but then they slide down. Come. Jack pulled some weaves away and then stone darts started to get shooted continually. Izuku and Jack looked in defeat. Then Jack saw some shields. He put his sword back. He grabbed the two shields. Izuku turned into a snake and wrapped around Jack's waist. Then Jack run through the path, the shields protect them. Then Jack slide on a path. Izuku turned back. They almost fall, but they managed to get on a bridge. They walked on the bridge and they saw the dead bodies pierced by spikes. The holes in the wall started to shoot hot steam. Izuku and Jack avoided the hot steam. Then they arrived at a mouth trap. They waited for the right moment to jump, which they did, but at the final mouth they fall. Below them is something like a shredder. Izuku pulled Rui Jingu Bang while Jack draw his sword and they make their way out. From the ceiling, hot lava begin to come to them. They run and then jumped on boulders. Izuku and Jack arrived at a big floating boulder. A giant stone man come. Lava comes and course through the stone man. The stone man open his eyes. Monster. I come to your doom. The monster created a spiked mace and begin to attack Izuku and Jack, but they dodge. Jack. Many warriors have been lured here to their end. Izuku. Why have you done this? Monster. My purpose is to baddie. They continue to dodge. Jack slashed with his sword at the monster's stomach. Izuku hit with Rui Jingu Bang on the monster's shoulder, cracking it. Hot steams erupted from the wounds. Monster. Yes. Izuku and Jack looked in confusion. Monster. At IAST, after AII these years. Two worthy opponents. Jack. Enough of this point IES's baddie. Izuku. We continue to fight you no more. Jack put his sword back in the place. Monster. I say thee nay. Jack. No, we not do baddie with you for your amusement. Izuku. There is no honor in it. Monster. Honor. What do thee know of honor? A millennium hath passed. And now my Goa is within my grasp. This baddie we continue to the end. The monster created a Viking sword and begin to swing at Izuku and Jack, but they dodge it. Jack. We said, we not fight you, monster. The monster get his sword ready. Monster. Ishai not be denied. The monster shoot some beam from his eyes and hit both Izuku and Jack, but they stood still. Jack. Strike us down if you must. Izuku. But we not fight. The monster looked at them. Monster. Nay. I cannot strike the defense IES's. This baddie must be constituted by the warrior's code. I beg thee. Rise, unsheathe your sword, pull your staff. Continue this fight. Jack. Why? Monster. For freedom. 1. Both Izuku and Jack looked at the monster in confusion. Monster. The master of this kingdom of rock is just a man. A cursed man trapped in a rock body. Izuku and Jack looked at the monster with sadness. Monster. It happened long ago. So long ago now. 'Twas once a time where I, too, was a man. A mighty warrior like thee. The monster used its powers and a giant engraved stone rise from the ground. The monster point at the stone. Monster. I have engraved a recording of my past, so that I would never forget. The if I had, the man I was, so thy peepee would not be iost. To the dust of time. Let me take thee on a journey into the past. The words turned into images of a land. Monster. This land was not always parched and burnt. Once, a beautiful city thrived. In the lush countryside. The images showed a beautiful village. Monster. 'Twas truly a sight to behold. A jewel of all the northern lands. The picture of a Viking man appeared on a horse and stopped at a door where 4 pictures appeared. A woman, 2 kids and a dog. Monster. My happiness was a beautiful family of a wife, 2 sons, and a faithful canine. The picture of the man and mothers hunted a deer. Monster. Times were good, game was plentiful, and my people prospered. The pictures showed how they carry a deer carcass. Monster. 'Twas on return from a successful hunting trip when an omen appeared. A giant sphere appeared in the pictures. Monster. A black moon blocked out the sun. The sphere grew bigger. Monster. It grew and grew, until it ate the sky and land. The sphere expanded more. Monster. The darkness now loomed over my kingdom. A monster with 4 horns appeared. Monster. A horrible monster. Born from within the darkness, attacked. Pictures of Vikings ships attacked. Monster. My army retaliated, but our efforts were to no avail. The 4 horns monster shoot from its eyes and destroyed the ships. Monster. 'Twere I alone who was left to destroy the monster. The man throw spears at the 4 horns monster. Monster. My weapons were worthless. The picture of the 4 horns monster laughed. Monster. My attempts to avenge amused the monster. The 4 horns monster strike the man down. Monster. And he struck me down. The man picture goes for a final fight. Monst. I lay before him, ready to battle for the last time. The 4 horns monster strike the man. Monster. But the villain did not destroy me. Nay, the fate dealt to me was much more cruel. The man picture got encased in a crystal. Monster. He imprisoned me within an unbreakable crystal. The man picture started to cry. Monster. Denying me a warrior's end. The 4 horns monster destroyed what was left of the village. Monster. Helpless was I as the beast destroyed what was left of my beloved kingdom. The 4 horns monster grabbed the crystal. Monster. Then he came for me again. The 4 horns monster is now on top of the mountain. Monster. 'Twas his enjoyment that day to punish me for eternity. The 4 horns monster throw the crystal inside the mountain. Monster. Thrust me, he did, into the core of the mountain. 'Twas his plan for me to spend all of eternity in the mountain, never to join my fallen comrades in Valhalla, the resting place of all great warriors. Monster. Through countless eons I laid still, but my will was strong. The pictures of stones started to move. Monster. I found a way to manipulate the material around me. Out of the rock, I formed the body thou seest before thee. Then I created a passage so full of peril and danger, that only the greatest of warriors can pass. The pictures ended. Monster. For, you see, the only entry into Valhalla is to fall in combat to another warrior, and thou art the only one to survive. As written, the truth has been to ID. My fate is at your mercy. Izuku and Jack closed their eyes. Izuku rise up and grabbed Rui Jingu Bang while Jack draw his sword. Jack. Prepare your CF. Monster. At IAST, the gates of Valhalla open to me. Izuku Jack and the lava monster began to fight, but the lava monster knocked them. Monster. Rise, warriors. Rise. Hanarabi, I must be defeated. I cannot eye it up. Izuku and Jack get up and grab their weapons. Izuku. Do not worry. Jack. We have on IY begun to fight. They continued to fight. Izuku hit him with Rui Jingu Bang while Jack continues to slash at the monster. At the final strike, Izuku cracked at the shoulder of the monster, making him to drop the sword. Jack pierced the monster chest. The monster body started to crack more. Monster. After AII these years, my freedom has arrived. The monster glowed. Monster. Accursed monster, your SPII is broken. A powerful light comes and then a Viking was in the place of the monster. Warrior. I am free. Izuku and Jack were shocked to see the warrior free. Warrior. At IAST, my FIESH is restored, aging rapidly. The warrior turned into an old man. Old man. The curse is lifted. The old man dropped his sword and he fall. Izuku and Jack rushed to the old man. Jack warrior. Izuku. We, old man. Don't worry, my friends. PIs, hand me my sword. Izuku give the old man his sword, while Jack put his sword back to its place and put his hands together. Old man. Thank you. The old man died. Then 2 giant females warriors came riding on horses and they took the old man to Valhalla. Before they reach Valhalla, the old man smiled at Izuku and Jack. Jack engraved the words, "Free," on the stone with the happy warrior drawing. Then they exit the fortress. Izuku. Jack, I must take my leave. I hope we meet up again. Bo. Jack. Bow I do as well, immortal Monkey King. Izuku. Please, call me Izuku. Jack. Sure, Izuku. And they part away, and as Izuku continued on his journey, he couldn't help but wonder what other adventures awaited him as the reincarnation of Sun Wukong. Izuku Pav. A few days passed since I took a separate path from Jack and our new friend, even though at first he was kinda of a jerk. Flashback. Izuku and Jack have to cross an old bridge to get to the other side. On the way, they heard 1. Izuku. Cover his ears agony. Agony. Scene change. Scotsman draw his sword. Scotsman. What did you think of that Mr. Pajama wearing, basket face, slipper wielding, Kleip deep bockle, gather upping blade maw, blethering gomeral Jesse, oaf looking Stuner, Nyaf pluky Sean, milk drinking soy face shilpet, mim moothed, sniveling worm-eyed Hodden Black, vile Stucci, Cali breek tatty. Look at Izuku and you sorry excuse of a minty parsley monkey. I wouldn't use you as a seasoning on me haggis with how you look so weak, pathetic, skinny, and lanky you are, so pipe down while me and the guy in the dress talking. Thanks to Christopher Woolard. 1. Flashback over. No 1 Pav. Izuku is walking through the misty mountains in search of the Hashira and begin his next step in training. 2. A serene training ground nestled in the misty mountains, surrounded by sound of a waterfall. The air is thick with the scent of wildflowers and the promise of adventure. Izuku Midoriya, known as Sun Wukong descendant, had arrived at the Hashira's domain, a sacred place where the strongest demon slayers honed their skills and fought against the darkness that plagued humanity. But today, he was here for a different purpose. He was here to master the powers of his ancestor, the legendary Sun Wukong, the Monkey King. Clad in Sun Wukong clothes, Izuku felt the weight of both his legacy and his new path. He lifted his head, his bright brown hair catching the sunlight, revealing determination in his eyes. The Hashira, 12 elite warriors each with their own unique abilities and fighting styles, surrounded him in a semicircle, watching with interest. Izuku. Bo, it's an honor to meet you, Hashira. I'm Izuku Midoriya, Sun Wukong descendant, and I humbly to help me master my powers. Shinobu. Welcome, young one. Shinobu Kocho, her voice soft yet commanding. Her butterfly-themed attire fluttered gently in the breeze as she stepped forward. Izuku. Shinobu. You seek to master the powers of Sun Wukong, correct? Izuku. Yes, I want to harness his strengths and protect those who can't protect themselves. Izuku replied, clenching his fists. Memories of failed attempts and past burdens surged within him from both his life and his ancestor, fueling his resolve. Mitsuri Kanroji, with her vibrant pink hair and warm smile, piped in. Mitsuri. That's wonderful, Izuku. We'll help you every step of the way. Together, we can make you even stronger. Sanemi Shinazugawa, stern and unyielding, crossed his arms. Sanemi. Don't underestimate what it takes to master such power. You'll need more than just enthusiasm, you'll need discipline and strength of spirit. Rengoku. Exactly, added Rengoku, his vibrant energy lighting up the area. Rengoku. Your ancestor was a master of combat, and so you must become one, too. First, let's start with your foundation. How do you summon your powers? Izuku took a deep breath, recalling the lessons he had learned about Sun Wukong in his mental training. He closed his eyes, focusing inwardly, tapping into the divine essence that flowed through him. The ground beneath him trembled slightly, the air around him crackling with energy. As he opened his eyes, the figure of a golden monkey briefly flickered beside him, radiating strength and mischief. Muichiro. Good, you have begun to connect with your ancestor's spirit. Muichiro Tokido observed, his calm demeanor contrasting with the intensity of the moment. Muichiro. Now, visualize the power within and channel it into your fighting style. As the training began, each Hashira took turns guiding him, sharing their techniques and offering insights that challenged him to grow. Tengen Uzui demonstrated the fluidity of his combat style, incorporating flair and rhythm, while Gyu Tomioka emphasized the calm focus needed in battle. Gyome Himahima shared his strength, teaching Izuku how to balance before unleashing powerful strikes. Hours passed, each minute feeling like a lifetime as Izuku pushed his body to its limits. He felt the weight of expectations pressing down but also the empowering warmth of camaraderie. Every swing of his fists, every calculated movement, brought him closer to understanding both his own limits and the boundless potential inherited from Sun Wukong. After an arduous series of drills, Senjuro Rengoku, Kyojiro's younger brother, approached him, his expression reflecting admiration. "Kyojiro, you're doing great, Izuku. Just remember, it's not just about mastering strength, it's about having the heart to fight for others." With each lesson learned, Izuku incorporated elements from each Hashira, blending their teachings with his innate agility and determination. As dusk began to fall, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple, he felt a surge of warmth within, an unmistakable spark of Sun Wukong's essence intertwining with his own. "Obanai, let's put what you've learned to the test. And tomorrow you will be starting training with each of us for a year. Each month with one of us," Obanai Iguro announced, his snake-like movements captivating everyone's attention. "Obanai, a friendly sparring match. Show us what you've got." With a newfound confidence, Izuku grinned. "Izuku. All right, let's do this." Pull Rui Jingu bang from his ear. The group watched, anticipation in their eyes as Izuku faced off against the agile Obanai. Each blow exchange became an exhilarating dance, a blend of speed, strength, and strategy echoing the spirit of Sun Wukong. Tomorrow, Izuku woke up from his sleep and he goes to start his training with the Hashira, but first he had to eat breakfast. There he meet a boy wearing green and had a scar on his forehead. "Hey, you must be Izuku Midoriya, right? Sun Wukong descendant. I'm Tanjiro Kamado." "Izuku. It's good to meet you, Tanjiro." Izuku then saw the basket box that Tanjiro always carry with him. "Izuku. I was wondering, why do you always carry that basket box?" "Tanjiro. Inside is my sister." Tanjiro then opened the box basket and a little girl with a bamboo stick in her mouth. "Tanjiro. Her name is Nezuko, my younger sister." "Nezuko, he's Izuku, our new friend." Nezuko goes towards Izuku and ruffle his fur. "Izuku. It's good to meet you too, Nezuko. Smile." First month. Fitness and stamina. Tengen tells trainees to move to the mountain, threatening to restrict food. As a precursor to the latter programs and to assess physical fitness and stamina, trainees have to run multiple rounds at a high tempo on Tengen's guidance. "Tengen. Come on, Monkey King. You have to master all of your powers. You have to become the great sage equal to heaven." Izuku was doing everything that Tengen was saying. Second month. Rapid movement training. Muichiro points out a trainee's weakness. Missed Hashira Muichiro Tokido to ease and tense up muscles more smoothly for better body coordination. Trainees practice doing swings and sparring with Muichiro. "Muichiro. Now disappear in the mist, try to find me." Izuku started to look after Muichiro, but he didn't saw him. Izuku thought, all right then. He disappeared in the mist, I have to focus. Izuku sit down in meditation position and begin to focus, sensing the energy that surround him. Finally, he find Muichiro sitting on a big rock. Izuku thought, found you. With Muichiro, he was looking at the students who were looking for him. Muichiro. Nobody found me yet. Then he felt a hand on his shoulder. Izuku. Who didn't find you? Muichiro looked behind and saw Izuku find him. Muichiro. Very well, Izuku. You're one step closer to become the great sage equal to heaven. Flexibility training. Mitsuri leads the trainees in ribbon dancing. Love Hashira Mitsuri Kanroji. Izuku. Is this ridiculous costume really necessary? I don't mind, but it's kinda make me scratch because of my fur. Izuku parts of his body is covered in brown fur. To improve flexibility, trainees dance non-stop to the beat of music, and are later forcefully stretched by Mitsuri using her brute strength. Izuku. Barely walking. Good thing that I have a strong healing ability. Otherwise I won't be able to walk. The students. In pain. Lucky. Sword skill revision training. Tanjiro is hit by Obanai Serpent. Hashira Obanai Iguro. To rework swordsmanship, trainees spar against Obanai and must anticipate incoming attacks from his unorthodox, serpent-like fighting style. In the case of Tanjiro Kamado, Obanai organized a special training regimen involving tied-up trainees as obstacles that he must avoid as he spars with him. For Izuku, he throw him in a pit full of snakes. Even though the venom didn't affect Izuku like the others, it sure does hurt. But after many tries, Izuku changed into a giant snake like Jafar and tamed the snakes. Tsunemi training. Izuku had to block tsunemi hits, but tsunemi moved faster than anyone. The rest of the Hashira watched how tsunemi was wiping the floor with Izuku. Tsunemi. Come on, Monkey King. Show me what you got. Izuku was covered in cuts. Even if Izuku could heal, Tsunemi's sword keeps slashing at Izuku. Izuku thought the cuts hurt like hell, but I can't give up. I'm the Monkey King, Sun Wukong. The great sage equal to heaven. Izuku began to block more and more of Tsunemi's slashes. Tsunemi. That's it, Monkey King. Show me the power equal to heaven. Tsunemi was ready to slash at Izuku, but Izuku moved fast, caught Tsunemi's free hand, jumping above him while still holding Tsunemi's hand. Then Izuku held Tsunemi's pointing finger and raised his pinky finger. Izuku. I won. Tsunemi. What are you doing? What's with holding my finger? Izuku. I guess you don't know about the Wushi finger hold. Shinobu. What's that? Izuku. It's something I learned before I came here. It's a technique that once I flex my pinky finger, Tsunemi will banish to the spirit realm. All of the Hashira widened their eyes after hearing about such technique. Izuku let go of Tsunemi. Izuku. Asterisk bow thanks for teaching me. Tsunemi. Asterisk bow. Shinobu training. All of the Hashira are around Izuku who was meditating on his tail. Shinobu. Get ready. All of them throw the boxes towards Izuku. The boxes breaks and insects come crawling towards Izuku. But Izuku wasn't affected. Shinobu. He's not affected. Muichiro. Do it. Muichiro. Are you sure about it? Shinobu. Yes. Muichiro throw the last box. The box break and they come out. All of the Hashira run away, even Shinobu. Zenitsu. I thought you live insects. Shinobu. I do, but even I can't stand to those devils. 3. The roaches came towards Izuku. He opened his eyes. Izuku. Hey there little ones. Time skip thanks to Kurumi. Me. You'll never find out where I got these Kurumi pictures. Evil laugh ha 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 ha. 8. Izuku training with the Hashira ended. Izuku packed his things and got ready to leave. Izuku. Asterisk bow thank you for teaching me your ways. Hashira bowed to Izuku as well. Izuku whistle and a cloud appeared. Izuku climb on it and leave. Another step in mastering his Monkey King powers has been made. Izuku Pav. 2 days passed since I leave the Hashira. Now I'm going to the city of Ninjago to continue my training. No one Pav. Arrival in Ninjago. The sun hung low in the sky, casting a golden hue over the landscape of Ninjago. Izuku Midoriya, now reborn as the reincarnation of the legendary Sun Wukong, stood at the edge of a dense forest, his heart racing with excitement and curiosity. Clad in a simple yet vibrant green and gold robe symbolic of his past life, he gazed around, absorbing the beauty and tranquility of this new world. A gentle breeze swirled around him, whispering secrets of the land. Memories of his previous life flooded back, the power of Rui Jingu Bang, the staff that could change size at will, and the agility that had enabled heavens themselves. But now, he sought something different. The mastery of Spinjitzu, an art he had heard about in tales that spoke of elemental powers and legendary ninjas. As he stepped forward, a small village came into view, nestled between 2 hills. The sound of laughter and the aroma of delicious food wafted through the air, beckoning him closer. Izuku felt a mix of nostalgia and determination. It was time to embark on this new journey. Hello there, young warrior. Izuku turned and he was met with an elderly man with long white beard and wearing white clothes. Izuku recognized him as Wu. Izuku. It is an honor to meet you, Sensei Wu. Wu. No need to bow to me, Monkey King. Izuku. How did you? Wu. Young monkey, I'm more than meets the eye. Now, come, young Monkey King. I know why are you here. A serene training ground atop a lush green mountain, surrounded by misty valleys and distant peaks. The sun hangs low in the sky, casting long shadows across a wooden dojo adorned with ancient symbols. As the sun dipped toward the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple, Izuku stood at the edge of a rocky outcrop, gazing thoughtfully at the vibrant landscape below. He wore a simple martial arts uniform, but the aura around him hinted at his extraordinary past, a legacy inherited from the legendary Sun Wukong. Wu, Izuku, Izuku, Sensei. Izuku's eyes shone, resting on his shoulders, urging him to excel. Wu, good. Remember, Spinjitzu is not just about speed and power. Sensei Wu said as he paced around him, staff in hand. Wu, it embodies balance, focus, and true understanding of oneself. The essence of the Monkey King flows through you, so let it guide you. Izuku took a deep breath, feeling the spirit of the Monkey King who defied the heavens. Wu, focus, young one. Sensei Wu instructed gently. Wu, imagine yourself spinning. An embodiment of freedom anding, Izuku began to channel his energy, envisioning himself as a whirlwind. He spread his arms wide, feeling every part of his body align with the motion he intended to create. With a determined shout, he spun around, initiating the Spinjitzu technique. The wind whipped around him, forming a vortex of energy as he spun faster and faster, his surroundings blurring into a kaleidoscope of colors. The powerful rush felt exhilarating, awakening the monkey spirit sleeping within him. Yet, as he gained momentum, Izuku struggled to maintain control. Wu, steady, Sensei Wu called out. Wu, let go of your hesitation. You must trust in your. With a renewed sense of purpose, Izuku focused on his center, grounding himself even as he whirled. He could feel the echoes of laughter, Wukong's joy echoing in his heart, and that made him smile. The spinning intensified, and suddenly, a burst of golden light erupted from his core, illuminating the dojo. Anduku stopped suddenly, a look of triumph on his face. The wind around the intricate patterns left behind twisting trails of energy that shimmered in. Wu, excellent work. Sensei Wu clapped his hands together, a proud smile spreading across his old features. Wu, you've begun to harness the power of Spinjitzu. But remember, mastery comes with practice. The path of a warrior is never easy. Izuku nodded eagerly, already contemplating his next steps. Izuku, I understand, Sensei. I'll train harder, just like Wukong would. Wu, good. With you'll not only learn to use Spinjitzu but transcend it. Now, let us continue your training. The world needs the great sage equal to heaven. As they prepared for another round of training, Izuku felt invigorated, embracing the journey ahead. The legacy of the Monkey King pulsed within him, and he couldn't wait to discover the extent of his powers, both as a protector of his own era and as the glorious reincarnation of Sun Wukong. A serene training ground nestled in a valley surrounded by towering mountains, the setting over the landscape. Izuku Midoriya stood at the center of the training, standing on his brow as he recalled the arduous journey that had led him here. His heart raced with anticipation. Today, after months of grueling training under Master Wu, he would finally attempt to combine his newfound abilities as the reincarnation of Sun Wukong with the ancient technique of Spinjitzu. Wu, Yuku. Master Wu's calm voice echoed through the air. Wu, remember, Spinjitzu requires not just strength, but harmony. Embody the essence of the Monkey King. Izuku nodded, staff that felt oddly familiar in his hands, a testament to the power of Sun Wukong flowing through him. To steady his mind, and began to visualize the essence of his two identities merging. He saw flashes of the legendary trickster monkey swinging through the skies, wielding his staff with unparalleled skill, and engaging in epic battles against formidable foes. As the wind whipped around him, Izuku took a stance, channeling the energy coursing through his veins. His heart thrummed with determination. Izuku, I can do this. He whispered fiercely, thinking of his friends and how since accepting his destiny. With a swift motion, he planted his staff into the ground, grounding himself. Taking a deep breath, Izuku twirled around, using his momentum to spin faster and faster, feeling the energy build up within him. The world around him began to blur as he activated Spinjitzu, the air crackling with power. Cherry petals swirled around him like a vibrant whirlwind, the focus. Wu, Izuku, Master Wu encouraged, his voice cutting through the chaos like a beacon. Wu, channel the strength of the Monkey King. Let it guide you. Izuku felt the presence of Sun Wukong behind him, wrapping him in an aura sheath. He summoned every ounce of strength, determination, powerful twist. He unleashed the energy in a radiant burst, golden light spiraling outward, illuminating the valley as if the sun itself had decided to break free from Izuku emerged from the whirlpool of energy, panting but exhilarated. The ground was marked with a circle of swirling patterns, remnants of the spinjitzu he had just performed. He stood the Wu in his voice. Wu, you've embraced the Spiritong and mastered the art of spinjitzu. This is just the beginning of your journey. Izuku looked up at the fading sun, now fully aware of the responsibilities that came with his powers. Izuku. Bow. Thank you, Master Wu. I won't let you down. Determination burned brightly in his green eyes, knowing that this new ability could be the key to protecting those he cared about. As twilight descended upon the valley, a gentle breeze rustled the cherry blossom trees, carrying with it the whispers of tale of Izuku Wukong, the destined hero who would one day face incredible challenges with the heart of a warrior. And as the stars began to twinkle overhead, Izuku felt ready to embrace whatever destiny awaited him. Later, Izuku found himself standing outside the Ninja Academy, where young aspiring ninjas trained under the watchful eyes of their mentors. He watched from a distance as students practiced their spinjitzu, swirling into colorful cyclones that danced with elemental energy. His eyes widened with awe. Izuku. This is incredible. He whispered to himself, remembering the strength of his past self. Invigorated by the sight, he made his way toward the entrance, summoning the courage to join them. Cole and Zane, the legendary ninja team known for their bravery and strength. They paused their training, eyeing the newcomer with intrigue. Kai. Hey there, you look like you could use some training, monkey boy. What's your name? Izuku. Izuku. Izuku Midoriya. I want to learn spinjitzu. The ninjas exchanged glances, sensing an unusual aura surrounding him, a mixture of raw potential and an undeniable connection to something greater. Lloyd. All right, Izuku. I'm Lloyd, the Green Ninja. Let's see what you've got. Training begins. Through rigorous training sessions, Izuku began to find his footing. He struggled at first, falling often as he tried to harness the elemental energy of spinjitzu, but the spirit of Sun Wukong drove him. 1. He recalled the lessons of patience and perseverance, overcoming obstacles with every fall. During breaks, he shared glimpses of his past life with his new friends, enthralling them with tales of distant realms, vast skies, and epic battles against celestial beings. They listened intently, enraptured by the stories of resilience and the indomitable spirit of a hero seeking. Discovered his unique affinity for wind, a reflection of his past as Sun Wukong, who could summon powerful gusts with a flick of his wrist. With the help of dazzling displays of spinjitzu that left everyone in awe. Word spread quickly about the rising talent of Izuku Midoriya, culminating in an invitation of a tournament, a prestigious event where ninjas showcased their skills. Excitement bubbled within him as he prepared for the challenge, donning a modified version of his training robe, adorned with symbols representing both his heritage and his new path. As the tournament commenced, Izuku faced opponents of all styles and strengths. His confidence surged with each battle, channeling both his reincarnated essence and his hard-earned spinjitzu skills. With each spin and whirl, he felt the spirit of Sun Wukong. In the final match, Izuku found himself facing off against a formidable ninja named Hemlock, known for his cunning and manipulation of shadows. The arena crackled with energy as the two prepared for an epic showdown. Hemlock. Hiding behind your ancestors' glory won't save you. Hemlock taunted, but Izuku stood firm, grounded by the presence. However, Izuku began to not let his emotions get over him and he started to fight Hemlock. Time skipped thanks to Kurumi. 2. Izuku's journey at Ninjago came to an end. Now Izuku is in front of his friends that he made in Ninjago. Lloyd, Kai, Jay, Cole, Zane, Nya, Wu, Misako, Pixel, Borg and many others. The sun hung low in the sky, casting rooftops of Ninjago City. The air was filled with a mix of excitement and bittersweet melancholy as Izuku Midoriya, now cloaked in, stood before the leaves of the sacred tree that had once been home to Sun Wukong. Lloyd. I can't believe it's time for you to go. Lloyd said, his voice heavy with emotion as he stepped forward. The Izuku with a determined look, trying to mask his sadness. Izuku smiled warmly, but he could feel the weight of their impending separation. Izuku, I'll always carry the lessons I've learned here in my heart. Woo, you guys are his fiery red his eyes. Jay, you really think you're ready for whatever lies ahead? After everything we've faced together? Izuku, his posture reflected both confidence and the wisdom gained from his past life as the legendary Monkey King. Izuku, this what I've learned from all of you: the importance of friendship, courage, and never giving up. If you ever need help in Ninjago, I will always be eyes sparkling. Jay, I have a lot to share with you guys, can't wait to tell you all about them. Jay added, clasping Izuku's shoulder affectionately. Cole, and maybe don't get into too much trouble. Izuku, me, trouble. Izuku laughed, but a flicker of nostalgia tugged at him. He would miss this, his friends' laughter, their shared battles, and even their playful banter. Finally, it was time. Izuku turned to face the horizon, where the sun dipped beneath the skyline of Ninjago, painting the world in hues of orange and purple. Izuku, this is it, he whispered, feeling the powerful pulse of energy within him, the remnants of own spirit. With a deep breath, he raised his hands in a gesture he had come to love during his training, summoning the winds of change around him. A whirlwind began to form, swirling gently at his feet. Izuku, farewell, my friends. He called out, his voice resonating with determination. Izuku, I'll carry your lessons and friendship with me every step of the way. As the wind picked up together, arms raised in a final salute. All. Goodbye, Izuku. We believe in you, Monkey King. They shouted in unison. With a final grin and a wave, Izuku left Ninjago and his past life merged within him. As the whirlwind enveloped him, faces of hope, support. Then, with a rush of wind and a spark of light, the legacy of Sun Wukong and the bonds of friendship forged in Ninjago. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please make sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and now we will see you in the next video.